But it's alright because that book actually repeats. There's about a quarter of it is a repeat of the original publishings.
Which is that side.
So you see, so it's not all stuff we've got to find twice.
Yeah, fair enough.
But to be lucky, it is 2 books in one. So it is B1 and B2. And I'm sure the pajamas will show up later.
Yeah, probably.
You know B1 and B2?
Gotcha.
You've got kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are live now.
Obviously, I won't come in for a little bit yet because we haven't been downstairs. So they can't come down the
That's right. It's all been on one level, hasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right.
It has.
That's what we say. We're already on the first level.
So we are up to session number 26 of this game. And our Skype person may have jumped in and out, or we may have an extra Skype person. Let's see what's happening there. No, he's on hold. So David, you can join back in again when you feel up to it.
He muted himself or something, did he?
Am I getting something pinged somewhere else? Who else is pinging me? He's on the phone.
So he's muted himself.
Yep. So we'll have people introduce themselves and what they remember of where they're up to. It has been a month for some. Jeremy.
So I'm playing Dimitrios, a Chaldaran, a native Chaldaran sage. He's interested in exploring the world and understanding and developing his knowledge and awareness of how things work, and languages particularly. We're currently being sent to, Dimitri's been sent as part of a team, having worked with the
Baron of Threshold?
we're thinking of Karameikos, who's the sexual word. So something wasn't Karameikos, but it was Viatus. But yes, Karameikan nobility, sent on a mission as he's a member of the Karameikan army, an officer in the army, and he's sent to this location to try and find out why previous adventuring parties have disappeared when being sent there. But he's on to catch up because the rest of the party actually got sent there before him.
Right.
So they managed
So
to
he's hoping that they haven't disappeared first either.
Well,
Some of them have.
yeah, he's caught up with most of them again. We've been running around. So last thing I remember was the fact that we'd come across the Arboretum and found a couple interesting items, or Bradshaw found a couple interesting items in the Arboretum, one of which he decided to stab himself in the back of the head.
Fit perfectly in his helmet.
So apparently he's not going to be heavily involved in this session.
Yeah, he's under the weather.
Okay, so Grace.
I am playing Little Miss. She is an Arendi human sorcerer who ascribes to wild magic because that's always fun. She got dragged into coming along for an adventure into this carved out system of tunnels and rooms.
Former hero's lair.
Yes, the former hero's lair. She got sort of encouraged to come along for the adventure of it all because she was on some shore leave and was bored, so figured why not. And I missed last session, so I didn't get to see the Arboretum, but my character was thoroughly amused that Bradshaw had cut off his own tongue, and is even more amused to hear that it is grown back, but longer.
And then we have Martin.
So I'm playing a Truagan human called Chum, who was previously known as Face Planter and Eye Candy.
He did oil himself up for the crowd.
Yes, as Face Planter. Originally he was comic relief until he got a little bit older and then did some gladiatorial stuff in the Thyacian Arena. The adventure here, I think I'm hanging around with people because we've collected a couple of artifacts. So I've got something called Redrian Staff, which has been more curse than benefit so far. But I'm hoping by hanging around with other people that hold artifacts, something will become important at some point. There's probably a destiny waiting for Chum, and we'll wait and see. Thanks.
And we also have a Stefan in the background.
No. Is Stefan going to come and introduce his character?
I guess I can.
He's a wizard. We know that.
Harry.
Like Chum's definition.
Well, he's wearing the perfect t-shirt
Is
for
he
it.
a wizard? No, he's a sorcerer.
I'm sorry. Everyone else calls me wizard for some strange, bizarre reason.
You're just so good with magic.
But
But
Chum's
see, the distinction matters to me because I'm a sorcerer.
No, you're also a
Yeah.
wizard.
But
We're
from
both
Chum's
sorcerers.
you're
As far as
wizard.
everyone else is concerned, we're wizards. So go figure.
Just from Blanchard's perspective, I'm an elf.
Yes.
Right.
There's no clarification, they're just elf.
Which is amusing because he's completely human.
I'm currently a winter Eladrin, and have red and gold trimmed robes, black long hair, and, well, I guess not really because I'm kind of bluish now that I'm an Eladrin. But, yeah. Likes to seek knowledge and other things, but disapproves of some of the other party members' current IQ levels.
Well, you were the smart one of the group for a while.
For a while, yes.
That's like in one of the other games, the NPC's the tough one, because he's got a positive modifier on his strength. The only one for positive modifier on his strength.
See, I've been told that you never want to be the smartest person in the room because then you're not able to learn from anybody. But I personally don't agree with that.
Dimitri has that problem all the time. No one talks to.
Exactly.
That's why you keep talking to the stone.
Okay, those people someone to talk to.
Someone who's seen more than you. Okay, so David
And
was.
hopefully teaching languages.
David's still on the phone.
David's probably still on the phone.
So currently I believe we're just outside the, or just effectively at the Arboretum.
You were in the Arboretum, which I'll give a description to, so everyone can know where they are.
So a little bit. So we basically, well, I guess in fact we might be taking Bradshaw back up to the entranceway to exchange some of the guard folk of the horses and the goats.
I will describe it so then you can go with it.
Okay.
So we have the floor is covered with a carpet of tufted molds that extends to all the walls and even onto parts of the ceiling, obscuring the rock surface. The mold appears in a rainbow assortment of colours as they are mixed in their appearance, with splotches, clumps, swirls, and patches presenting a nightmarish combination of clashing colours. Sorry, I just keep hearing everything behind me. Should we wait until she's finished? Earphones in, can't hear everything. This is indeed a fuzzy fairyland of the most forbidding sort, though it comes across as very beautiful. And there was a body at one end, which is where Bradshaw found his dagger and other items.
So is that the end we're up?
And
No, we're actually at the entrance.
he wandered away from everyone else. He went
Right.
off on his own.
So he's off at the end of the room on his own.
Well, no, because basically the room is sort of L-shaped. We came in at the corner, and there was effectively like two old fountains or things at the end of the two L's. But going down the long side, there was actually a couple of pits.
Yep.
On the far end of one of those pits, I think, was actually where his body was.
Right.
Bradshaw had run through, got the body, collected the things, and then brought them back towards the doorway before stabbing himself.
Right. So he's
Whereas-
gotten part way back
Everything okay?
towards.
Oh, that's right. I think most
Sorry.
people would be. Okay, his body's actually in the doorway.
Oh, it's just
Right.
doing coffee.
Dimitri had actually
Oh,
wandered up
stuff
towards
was
the
tidying up dishes.
fountains and things like that at the other end.
Yes, it was a lot of
When Bradshaw actually stabbed himself. So at this moment, Dimitri's probably one that's furthest away.
Right.
But certainly the idea is we would be gathering back at the front of the door, like near the entranceway.
Right, so
which is where
Bradshaw is back at the entranceway and has stabbed himself.
Yeah,
at
near the
entrance.
entrance to the arboretum. Yeah.
And so the last thing you see is Bradshaw stabbing the knife into himself, and then the body just disappears.
Oh,
Okay.
well that's new.
Well, so Dimitri will be heading back into the...
I'm gonna go over to that space and just like kick it to make sure he hasn't gone invisible.
Nope, hasn't gone invisible.
No, it's actually gone.
There's even these two little Bradshaw-sized footprints. Well, not little. He does have big feet. And Whelm's been left behind.
Whelm's been left behind. What about the long sword? Or the short sword?
That's gone too.
So both the dagger and the... whatever the other sword was disappeared with you. Okay.
So he's had artifacts disappear with him.
Well, they say the body in the arboretum had a dagger and it was either a long sword or a
Oh,
short sword.
okay, so the
Yeah.
two
And
items.
he picked up both items, and then yeah.
But his artifact is
Stay
still there.
behind.
Because they never teleport.
Yeah, well
So that's good
what
to
I-
know
what I was
he's-
establishing.
He's not disintegrated then.
No, so that's,
Even if he disintegrated, the hammer would still stay
yeah,
behind.
the hammer will still be there as well. There
Oh,
might be,
okay,
There
so
might
it's
be a
not
pile
a-
of dust there, but if you disintegrate it.
Right.
So,
Sorry.
So probably teleportation.
there's a
The
fair
evidence
chance-
points to
that's right,
teleportation.
Fair chance of teleportation in that sense, but, or just his doom occurred. You immediately got transported to the higher planes or the other planes. Again, leaving the artifact behind. So,
What's the artifact he's holding? Like that he had?
Whelm is
Oh, it's
the hammer.
It's the hammer that hits everything but dwarves.
Yep.
But we'll work with the humans belonging to the Church of Karameikos,
So,
which is an offshoot of the Church of Thyatus, following exactly the same religion, just with a different name, which doesn't confuse anyone.
cool. Okay,
So it's covered in fungi. Because I think we established I couldn't walk on the walls because the fungi is also dangerous there.
yeah, so, well, there's fungi everywhere. So, but
Yeah.
if you scrape away the fungi, there's little things like that there. So,
Right.
most of the fungi is not particularly dangerous.
So is it worth scraping away to see if there's a trapdoor, or we're fairly sure it's teleportation?
It is a very large room.
Well, in the spot where
spot.
in the
The
spot where
spot.
he's disappeared. Well, you can say you can have a good look around the area to see if obviously we'll look around to see if there's
Yeah,
any
it-
evidence of how
probably-
it's gone.
I mean,
But yes,
I
considering we
mean-
can see footprints, it's probably not a case of a trapdoor.
Little Miss
Hey, it
just-
might well be a trapdoor.
Little Miss just doesn't care enough. She went and kicked the space. There's he's left his hammer there. She's just like, meh.
So that's a 9 on perception.
Okay, having a look, well, the hammer's there. That's the important part, isn't it? But you can't grab the hammer.
I was going to say I can't grab the hammer, so
Can't grab it.
No.
Why? What happens
because
if you try?
well, they say
His hand goes right through it.
Chum will have the same problem. Chum will also not be able to touch the hammer.
Right.
Because we're not dwarves.
No,
Because you already have
because
items.
you're holding the staff.
Ah. Okay, cool.
So,
Artifacts are extremely jealous.
Nice. Mine doesn't talk to me as far as I know, but maybe there's an intelligence threshold.
Possible. It might have to be positive.
have you tried talking to him?
Do you know what you?
He did. That's where the problem happened.
We'll talk about it later.
You told us all about your character except its name.
Rhea.
Rhea. Excellent.
Rhea the wizard.
Yeah.
See, you are a true wizard. Everyone must know your name. At least he didn't
It's
say
the
she
one that
is.
It's
cannot
not my
be
true
named.
name.
The one that cannot be named.
Yes. That shouldn't be my name. Rhea, who should not be named.
Though I do find it amusing that Grace now has her familiar behind her.
You got a familiar,
Yeah. His name's Therion.
right? But Dimitri actually is a wizard
We're always it.
because you've got a familiar.
Apparently.
Surprised you guys can
No, no. Dimitri's a linguist.
Yeah.
It's all the same to you guys. So. I think this sorcerer wizard is done explaining it. I've had like to hear it.
Well, no, you got to remember, for Dimitri, arcane magic is banned in his land.
Yeah.
So, he's definitely a sage.
Right. He doesn't.
Yeah, in the city where he grew up, it was considered bad.
The first rule of wizarding is don't talk about wizarding.
That's it.
And so he was taught by someone from the capital. Not from the
It's
town he
not.
grew
I
up
mean,
in.
You've all seen how effective Dimitri is at opening doors.
Yes, and finding secret doors even when they don't exist.
Nice.
Considering last night's problem with opening doors, Dimitri is a wizard.
Speaking of finding things, it may be worth doing detect magic, hey?
Yes.
That's my little miss is gonna detect magic.
Yep. The hammer glows.
Yeah. You think?
You've got an overwhelming sense of magic nearby.
Yeah, but
There's
it does
Only
actually.
one.
staff,
There's
a
obviously
great
stuff,
axe,
isolating other things
a
that
ring,
aren't
some
affecting-
slippers.
I'm going to use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and learn its school of magic.
Okay. So there is a big hammer right next to you. I can't remember its school, but I'll see if I can look it up.
Hard knocks.
Probably.
School of Awesome.
It is an awesome hammer.
So, yes. Did I actually see what happened? Because they say Dimitri was actually on the other side of the room and he did it. So,
That's descriptive.
as in, well, did Bradshaw really just stab himself in the back of the head?
Yes,
Yes, you do.
and that is perfectly fine. This is a world of death and destruction. Occasionally people stab themselves.
Well,
Hang on
he
a
did
second.
always know that the
Is this
dagger
the
was
dagger
his
through
bane.
the slot thing?
Yeah.
Why has he just died?
No, he disappeared.
Well, that's the point he said. Like at the end of
He
the last
stabbed
session,
himself.
he stabbed himself in the back of the head, and then
disappeared.
that was the end of the session. And now we've just discovered that actually there's no body.
Yeah, he's disappeared and his hammer is here. This is why I'm detecting magic, because I went and kicked the area. He's not there. He's not invisible anyway.
Stubbed a toe on a big hammer.
So we have a hammer of evocation.
The hammer is just magical. It doesn't radiate a school.
It doesn't radiate a skull. It's just shiny magic.
Bright shiny magic.
Very
I'm assuming
shiny.
there is shiny magic coming off these two as well.
Yep.
And that is also not school related.
Let's see. I think the hammer would probably come across as the sphere of matter. So, because most of the things actually relating to the 5 elements, the staff would come across as the sphere of energy, and the gemstone as the sphere of thought.
Right. And are they the only 3 magical things that I can detect?
You can detect a lot of other magical things, but they are
big
extremely
word amongst
powerful
the
items amongst them.
Is there anything else in this vicinity of where he was, or on that body that he was looking at?
The body he's looking at is out of range,
Yep.
and from what you can see of this place, you probably don't want to walk across this stuff.
Yep.
It looks nasty.
Yep.
But it might also be quite useful if reports that his tongue regrew. You probably don't want to destroy it all.
Yeah. Yeah, which is fair enough. But around this area where he disappeared, it's
Around
only
where
the hammer.
it's only the hammer. That's the only thing that dropped.
Right. Yeah, that's about all the effort
This
that
was
Little
indeed
Miss
the
can be
room where
bothered to
there
put
was
into
ancient
this.
Soldarin written on the wall. Okay.
Oh, I don't know him.
That's fine. I'm not disagreeing with you. Just thought it was there.
But I will pick up some of that shiny stuff.
Grab the shiny, carry on.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're talking the hammer or?
No, I don't care about the hammer.
Well, that's what I was about to say. So what are you saying? What are you saying? Shiny.
I'm going to pick up some of the shiny make things grow back stuff.
Well,
Unfortunately,
we don't-
that's somewhere
Fungus.
across the room.
You
Somewhere
say the
across
point
the
is, the thing is that yes,
Get into it.
it's a carpet of various colours thrown into
Yes.
bits and pieces. Bradshaw ran across.
Halfway there, he
Came back.
stopped and ate
It's about
something.
halfway.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. It came back and he had a tongue. So it's
Yeah.
hard to tell exactly what he actually hit or ran through or
Yeah.
did. So
And he took a guess of which one it was, but
because the
didn't tell
reason
anyone.
The reason he ran was the fact there was 2 or 3 shriekers up the end, which the attempt was to try and take them out before they set off their alarm system, which failed. because
So everyone
somebody
knows
tries
where
to
he
stop
is right
halfway
now.
his run to the charge.
So everyone knows where he
Which
is.
is
Well,
why
that-
you came in
that-
because you
that-
heard the shrieking.
That could be called the three-headed goblin or kobold.
Kobold, right.
Apparently, potentially active to.
I'm sure the story will grow to a goblin from now on.
Well, that'll make John happy.
he got scared off by.
John keeps telling me to look out for goblins every time that I come to one of your games.
He got scared off by the Dimitri's response.
Yeah.
Well, I suspect it may be difficult to do anything about Bradshaw at this stage.
Agreed.
He appears to have met his doom.
How
but
important
he
is
will
this
use.
hammer?
The
He'll
hammer
turn
must
up.
come with us.
Has to come with us.
Oh, absolutely.
That means you
Why
have
don't you
to,
pick it up then?
we
Oh, I
can't
Why can't you?
because we got artifacts already.
The
I'm
hammer
asking
won't.
your character.
The hammer won't allow it.
The hammer won't allow it.
No,
Does the hammer not like
understandably so. I don't like it.
you? Well,
I
why do
would
you bring it
suggest
with
that I would suggest that whoever does pick it up may wish to try and not physically touch it as they do so. I would suggest wrapping it in a cloak or
Is it
blanket or
cursed?
something.
It's totally cursed, isn't it?
Anyone other than a
Curse
dwarf.
would not be entirely the wrong word.
It only likes dwarves.
Well, the problem is that
Can you polymorph?
all
No.
items of this power will have drawbacks.
So it's cursed.
Like I said, curse would not be a wrong word, but it would not be a complete description either. Cursed artifact or cursed items tend to only have penalty effects.
Yes.
There's a lot of good things about this weapon, but you can be sure that if there's any chance of it liking you in any way, shape, or form, you'll be keeping it.
Is there a trickster thing in the Urendi pantheon?
Oh, there's tricksters everywhere.
So I would like to track down at some point the name of one of them, and I've decided that's going to be the god I mainly call on.
Well, given we don't want to touch this,
Hello.
I'm going to assume we're going to use some scrap
Some
potato
water,
sack or something to shove
Well,
this
okay.
in.
Oh, you can pick it up.
Okay, just making sure you've
No,
got
I'm
the
gonna
right
wrap it.
microphone.
I'll let Reed deal with it.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Right now.
So, how you doing, David?
Yeah, good. Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
That's okay. We just gone through the introductions and pointed out that Bradshaw is now missing.
Yeah,
So who's David playing again?
maybe he was lost for words.
So who are you playing?
Another murder hobo.
Who am I playing?
Yeah.
I'm playing Armin, the wonderfully happy-go-lucky optimist of a Ethingarian warlord, right?
Who is converting everyone in the name of Proteus.
So, I'm playing Barman, who is wonderfully fond of not converting people and killing things, and has a very lovely penchant for horses, as every true Ethingarian should.
So what sort of weapon do you normally use?
Well, I used to use this wonderful glaive until some very wonderful and wise trident showed up in my life, and I accepted it and attuned to it, and now I have to try and convert everybody to the wonders of Proteus. And for some,
So he's also
Go
ineligible.
badly.
And
Also
so,
ineligible.
so he always hears a jaunty sea tune in his ears, no matter what he's doing. So just imagine the Ghost with Patrick's Ways, how the ghost just never shuts up to get people to do stuff.
Is that
So,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Is that the opposite of that bone trident in the other one? Oh, right. Okay.
So, but yes, what it means is that he's also ineligible.
Yep.
So,
you're
looks like we have a choice of two people.
So Ree's
Which
actually,
wizard will pick it up?
Well,
Ree's actually wrapping it in
I
a
don't
blanket.
think this particular wizard is keen. Sorry, wizard. Why am I saying wizard?
why are you saying wizard?
Is keen to.
See, it is
We
addictive.
know better. I honestly don't care enough, and so Rhea has come up with a plan of picking it up,
Wrapping it
and
in,
I'm for that
wrapping it in a
plan.
blanket.
And putting it in my bags.
Yeah, I'm for Rhea's plan of him picking it up.
Okay.
Her,
Them.
them.
Okay, so you reach down to pick it up.
Yep.
So,
Well,
basically
covering
put
it first.
put a blanket over the top of it, and then aiming to effectively tuck the blanket under, roll it up in the blanket, and then collect the blanket.
That is the aim.
Okay, you lift the blanket up and the hammer's still sitting there.
Well, that's awkward.
That is awkward. What if we kick this thing along?
You try it.
I would suggest rewrapping it and seeing if the hammer will allow you to pick it up.
Well, okay.
No, okay.
Oh, right, we're passing the buck here. Okay.
Have you got company that I'm looking away on?
Not.
Like in amongst your equipment?
He's also an elf.
Okay.
I swear that my god is fucking with me. I swear they are.
And then the hammer flies up into your head.
What?
Yep, definitely fucking with
I
me.
told you to wrap it in a blanket first.
And next thing you know, she's only talking in Dwarven.
What the okay, do I speak Dwarven?
I don't.
You do now.
I do
Everything's
not.
coming out in Dwarven.
Do I understand what I'm
It's alright.
saying?
Yep.
It's alright.
Do I know I'm speaking Dwarven?
No.
Dimitri can explain it to you.
I do have thingy language though, but that'd be awkward for the next hour.
Well, Dwarven is now.
And you hear in the back of your head just a little bit of laughter.
Okay.
Do you speak Primordial?
Dimitri will talk to you in Dwarven, saying, I did try and suggest you pick it up in the blanket. Did you understand?
Yep, you understand perfectly. He's speaking in your native language. You didn't know he knew your native language.
He's a linguist.
So I think he's speaking Erendi.
Hmm?
He also
Since when did you learn Erendi?
I've always known Erendi a long time, but if you change it to Erendi.
He hasn't changed his language at all. He's just saying the same language.
Okay,
I told you I'm a linguist.
cool. And I'm still speaking Dwarven.
Yep.
Okay.
What happened?
Having responded back in Erendi, I will say the fact that, well, yes, obviously the artifact, I said it had influence because, yes, I do not believe your native language is Dwarven.
I'm just gonna watch these
No,
two
of course my
conversing.
native language is not Dwarven, it's Erendi.
And yet you speak Dwarven.
I'm not, no I don't.
Either
Indeed
this is
you
some
do.
amazing
I
voiceover
don't
or
know how to
you're
speak
speaking different languages.
Dwarven.
Well, you're doing a mighty fine fluency.
What
And you
happens
hear a
if
very,
I try and
you hear a
speak?
very gruff voice in your head. Welcome to the club.
What happens if I
Okay,
try and
his
speak
voice.
Halfling?
You speak Dwarven again.
Okay. So,
I told you
can
that.
it read my thoughts?
Yes.
Look at it this way.
Right.
Look at it this way. The good news. That might be the worst of the curse.
I am going to say to this thing, can you let me speak my languages, please?
I am. I'm improving things.
No, can you please not improve that?
You're not a dwarf.
Exactly.
See, I've improved things.
No.
There's only one true speech.
But sometimes I need to be able to communicate with people who don't speak your speech.
Hit them with a hammer, that will work.
No.
They'll learn.
No. I'm gonna drop the thing and be like, nah, fuck this shit.
You open your hand, it's just sort of sitting there in your head.
There was a reason I suggested not letting it touch you.
I didn't. I didn't ask it to do this. I didn't try and pick it up. Didn't want anything
Personal
to do with
preference
it.
rarely has significant impact, particularly if you were the last one standing.
Yeah, if I sit down, will it work? Will it let me? Let
Maybe. Musical hammer.
The good news is, it is a powerful weapon,
Well, so I'm going to.
which I'm sure you know how to use well now.
So I'm going to say to it. So, do you know what happened to Bradshaw?
Oh yeah, he died.
He died.
Yeah. Doped himself in the back of the head.
Like died, can't come back, died.
Everyone can come back.
Right. So he's not dead.
Well, no one's really dead. He's just mostly dead.
Yeah, so he's mostly dead. Right.
Unless, of course, he chooses to be dead, but that's up to him.
Where's
Are you
the
talking?
body of him?
Are you talking in your mind with this thing
Yeah.
at the moment? Okay. Okay.
Where's his body?
Wherever the rest of him is?
Which is...
I don't know, I'm not here.
So you can't sense him?
I'm not attuned to him anymore.
Right. Hence that you're bothering me. Great.
Oh no, I just got this divine connection to you from somewhere.
You are the one.
From where?
I don't know, I just had this, heard this laughter and then I found myself in your hands.
You know the way.
Oh, that dickhead. I say that bit aloud.
Was it an elven god?
Well, I don't know that it is. I
Well,
would
doesn't
say
know
that
either.
it's probably a different name for the same bloody thing, though, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I'm taking the hammer.
Congratulations on being selected.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to speak any other languages.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
So,
Did that affect Bradshaw that way?
well, Bradshaw did speak other languages. Possibly the hammer. Wants to get to know you better, maybe.
No. He's improving things.
That would seem to be an aspect or a side effect of not being of the race designed for the artifact. Yeah, it's quite possible.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Is there like a way to attach it to my belt or something?
Yep.
So if I'm not trying to throw it away, it'll allow me to do that?
Yep.
Excellent.
Just out of curiosity, as a player, how many attuned items do you have currently?
None.
That's lucky. You
No,
don't
it's
lose
not,
one.
because I'm not going to attune to this thing.
Well, no, you already have. It's the point
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
It's the point that if you already had the 3 or 4 that you were allowed, you'd be dead. You'd be having take a look at which one you no longer attuned to.
Right. Right. Well, that's a thing.
It might be one of those awesome hammers where you throw it and just reappears at the side of your belt.
Exactly. Like there's a lot of good things about it. You get a powerful weapon.
Yeah, you can't throw this one away intentionally.
There it is.
Exactly. Bradshaw tried many times.
And it's a warhammer, isn't it?
It is a warhammer. But it's also a throwing hammer.
Is a warhammer one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
Yes. In a case like this.
Yes. Not quite what I meant, but
I'm sure it would work equally effectively as a two-handed battle hammer, or whatever the equivalent is. Great hammer. Great.
I'll get you to give me the stats for it later. Does that mean, like as a player now I'm asking, does that mean I can now sense...
You could now.
Wave.
You said the welcome to the club.
You can sense wave if you hold it against wave.
Because you're not actually well attuned in the sense that you're not a dwarf.
Because the only time you could sense them from a distance was when all 3 were attuned to someone. And Black Razor is no longer
Yeah,
attuned
it's
to
no
anyone.
longer attuned. Yeah.
So
But
one
that-
broke the Trinity.
Yeah.
But that was probably.
I just needed to know from, like, so that I know if my character is picking that up, but obviously not.
But,
So that's fine.
but that's when Martin did mention that you heard a gruff voice in the back of the head. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I thought that was the hammer.
It was.
Okay, so I was thinking it might have been the our trident holding friend.
Yeah, in confusion, I'm going to be like, what? Actually, yeah, what club?
I can't tell if this is like a double pun, like MC Hammer's Club.
Well,
Well,
you
maybe it's the
put your
generic
first
term for
steps
hammer.
in learning to be a dwarf.
Right.
Yes.
I don't want to learn to be dwarf.
That's okay,
I
I'll
think
teach
you
you
got
anyway.
the wrong person.
Well, everything says you're the right person. You're in the right place. You're here. I came to you. You didn't want me. So obviously you are the right person.
If you were the wrong person, you wouldn't have been accepted.
Just staring at me. Is that a single beard hair on your chin?
There may be beard checks in the morning.
How long is a warhammer? How long is Whelm?
Whelm is the perfect length for you.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yep. Well, that's
Which means
unusual.
he's not the same size he was before you picked him up.
No. Although there wouldn't be all that much difference in height between me and Bradshaw, because I'm an exceptionally small human.
But he was a lot stronger, so it was a lot thicker.
Yeah,
The balance
it
will
would have
be
been
different.
heavier and stuff.
The shaft length will be a bit
Yeah.
different. And
He well feels weightless to you.
Interesting. Okay, so
all Warhammers, one or two-handed.
Okay.
It's because it's a shaft, and you can put both hands on the shaft.
That's right. It carries a versatile weapon, so you can actually use it quite happily two-handed.
Yeah.
So,
But a battle hammer is the smaller one, and a war hammer is the larger one.
It's the throwing hammer and the warhammer is a normal.
Oh.
and it'd be like 5th ed, they
Right.
removed a lot of the various types of weapons in that.
Oh.
So they've basically taken the weapons back to what they had in original D&D, which is actually quite amusing.
And then just
Because
say
they used to run
use
original
them with one or
D&D.
two-hand and do more damage with them if you do two-handed for a
Yeah.
lot of them. So.
And the weapon mastery comes from original D&D, so the synergy was just perfect.
But yes.
right. Well,
So, are you going to pass on the information about that you got about Bradshaw from the hammer?
yeah. So apparently, this thing has decided. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. It has been decided for me and the hammer that we have to be in some sort of partnership. It is not either of our choice.
Bradshaw was considered
But-
unworthy.
Well,
you're-
no. Bradshaw's mostly dead.
Does this mean your partnership is hammerous?
Well, it's definitely not polyhammerous. Sorry.
But you do have the hammer of different sizes.
Yeah, so
mostly
Bradshaw's
dead.
mostly dead. In the way that most people end up mostly dead.
So potentially recoverable,
Potentially.
but we have no body.
No, it's wherever the rest of him is.
That will make recovery more difficult.
Yes. But I think that we really should try, because if he comes back, there's every chance then that I can just give this thing back.
The hammer says no.
I
The
that.
hammer has been passed, it says.
I would expect that you
No,
are likely. I would expect you are
you can
unlikely to be a
take
temporary
be
holder.
passed back.
Hammer says no. It's finished with him. You're the new. You're the new
So
bearer.
apparently the hammer is finished with him, and I can't give it back.
You may still be the temporary bearer. There may be someone else who you pass it on to.
Yeah,
Hopefully not
let's
under the
hope.
same circumstances as Bradshaw.
It says my bearers normally bear me for their lifetime.
Just interjecting here, given all this
But
very
if he
quick
comes back, he's not.
dwarven being conversed, I'm assuming this hammer is not a good thing.
No, I believe good or evil is not actually the appropriate point in this. Powerful.
What language are you speaking?
That's what I'm about to ask.
Well, I will actually be deliberately talking back to you in Thiatin,
Okay.
knowing that you can fully understand it. So
No,
you're
I
getting
can't.
No, you can understand. Oh, so
Oh,
you never spoke Thiatin before?
Nope.
What language do you always speak?
I speak Erendi, Giant, and Halfling.
Man,
And
you
now
didn't-
Dwarven.
You didn't talk to many people at the party then, did you? You spoke to Dimitri most of in...
I speak Erendi as well as
Yeah, you got to read
But
it.
I also could speak Halfling to Stumpy, Nasty Stump,
Mm-hmm.
and Nasty Stump
Did most of the
speaks
talking.
Thiation and stuff.
Right.
So most of my interaction, because I've only done the one session so far, but
Oh, okay,
most of my
right.
interaction was
Well,
through him.
something, yes.
Or
What
through
languages
Ria.
do Chum speak?
Quite a few,
You're the cunning linguist.
because he's got all 5 dialects of Etruscan, Celestial, and Phaeacian.
That's quite a few dialects.
Right. And you're...
I
I'm
have...
just wondering whether or not we have a somewhat common language within the party at the moment. By the sound of it, no.
But technically, we should have Thiatin added to your character sheet as the common language of the region.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
As I said, I would expect that you either Thiatin or Alphaton would be standard for you to have learned.
That's what I'm in the middle of cleaning up, so what languages people get where.
So yeah, so go Thiatin, because
So that's common.
that's effectively
effective.
common, that's right.
Yeah.
And in fact, so a lot of the time you can have Thiatin and Alphatian under the definition of common.
Yeah.
So,
Both are the same level of common.
Nice.
So in which case then I will be speaking back to you in Triaton, recognising that most of the rest of the party would actually recognise that.
Yep.
You only get half the conversation potentially, but maybe you'll be able to pick up the information that connects all the byplay going on.
So are you the only one? So my character is just twigging now.
Mhm.
Are you the only one here that knows what I'm saying?
I believe.
Do they not speak Dwarven?
I believe no one else in the party speaks Dwarven.
Your Hammer says, no, I understand completely.
And possibly Wave may understand.
Yeah, where's he?
In my hand.
No, I mean,
But do you
I was
speak
talking
Dwarven?
about Glaive.
Did your character speak Dwarven?
No, God, no.
No, that's right. But Wave might actually understand, so within you might actually get in both conversations potentially.
No.
There's not enough connection between them, so
Right.
Not since the third weapon was removed.
that's right, yep. So, yeah, so the problem you will now face, you'll no longer have to translate through young Stumpy here.
Because no one's going to
I will
understand
be-
me anyway.
I will be your translator.
Yep.
It is a job I'm most used to. I have filled the role of linguist and
But
translated many times.
this is a problem.
And protocol droid.
This is a serious issue, though. Because
You
when
can-
I'm not on shore leave anymore, what the hell am I meant to do?
Well, as I said, it is possible that familiarity with the powerful item will develop your abilities or its abilities so that you may be able to spread your capability.
That's not what my staff's
You
doing.
don't sound convincing.
Every item, every artifact is different. And, okay, from what my research on Whelm,
You've researched this thing,
I have certainly done significant research into Whelm, Wave, and
but you
Black
still don't
Razor.
understand. What's Black Razor?
Black Razor was a third weapon that was part of a trilogy of these
And
items.
what happened to that?
Last I saw, it was headed into the Elven lands.
Last you saw.
Well, it's been some time since I caught up with them. So.
Right.
But yes, all three weapons are ancestral relics of my people.
Of your people.
Of the
Why
club
don't
elves.
you take the bloody thing?
Well, so I'm unable to. And, as I said, artifacts of this power, they choose the person. The
No.
person does not choose.
Oh, this hammer didn't choose.
There may be other things that force the choice upon the
Oh,
artifact.
there's definitely other things
But
of course.
it's still, as I say, it is almost certainly never the wielder that gets to choose. So,
Definitely other things
and
of course.
but as I say, I would suggest that you, particularly if Whelm is telling you that you are its bearer for life, I would suggest that you work hard on developing your connection with it, because as I said, with a deep connection and understanding, it is likely that you will be able to develop and mitigate against some of the drawbacks.
Thrilling. By the way, how long have we got before we get, descended on by enemies? Because I heard it, so I'm sure other people did.
Well, we did have the three-headed
Other
kobold
things.
poking his head around, but I don't believe that was actually a three. I think that was just the kobolds in the area that came through. So I believe there has already been some reaction to the alarm,
Was this pro?
but it was scared off. So
Was this three-headed kobold pro-Proteus or anti-Proteus?
That's a good question.
it was scared off before any conversation could be held.
So anti-Proteus. Okay. Perhaps our friend could rectify that.
So,
Glaive, lead the way to your proselytizing.
but yeah, so I guess we can do nothing further for Bradshaw at the present time. I suggest that yes, we do continue. Now there were no exits from the Arboretum, were there?
Just the one you can.
Just came in, yeah. So I think we'd go back down the corridor, we'd come in to get up there, which we turned,
And you
come to
can-
a T-junction,
And
moved
you
up
can
into
follow
Arboretum.
the tracks of the kobold if you wish to.
Okay. Do the kobolds go back the way that we come from, or do they go the other way?
They went the other way.
Yeah. Okay.
They went away you haven't been yet.
So, this three-headed, one-armed kobold had 6 legs, did it?
No, it seemed to have 5.
5 legs. Okay. So, now,
How many arms?
well, you only saw one, so apparently it was one.
You saw one arm, 3 heads, and there you've got tracks of 5
You explained
feet.
this as a three-headed, one-armed, and now we've seen tracks for 5 feet.
3 left, 2 right.
And those went direction.
Where are we? Taking a closer look at the tracks, am I seeing any evidence of a stumped leg?
What's your perception?
Perception of
Recruited that into the
26.
party.
Yeah, there is evidence of a stump.
Okay, I won't bother actually describing that.
Cool. Oh,
I said, imagine we
the
recruited
creature.
that into the party. What the hell would we call it? Like 5-legged stumpy? Like,
I think Nasty Stump might take
Yeah.
offence to
I'll
that.
call it Bob.
I believe the question would be, what would you call them?
Well, the creature just gets more magical as you describe it.
But is that guy with us? Nasty Stump.
Nasty Stump should be with you.
So it's not his stump.
No, this is a...
His stump is a hand.
So he's otherwise...
Oh, right. It is 2,
He's
yes.
otherwise known as Lefty.
We have moving those out of the way, so they're the ones we got. So we've got 6 of you moving.
Who's Zarin?
Zarin,
Oh, that's Bradshaw.
No,
Zarin and Bradshaw. Zarin is the.
Yeah. Very effective Minotaur.
Yeah.
So when they had the pile of barbarians go into the dungeon.
Yeah.
How do we open the door and check for traps? We just walk on through.
I thought she was a fighter. Not a barbarian. Could have been
Actually, a
barbarian.
fighter.
Yeah.
Fighter barbarians not much chance
Yeah.
at that level.
more
That's
yelling.
right. They're all barbarians, just like all sorcerers or wizards.
So,
Are we-
what is Nasty Stump's
We're going to follow the kobold.
proficiencies?
They're nasty.
Can Nasty Stump not be here?
As far as
You can be outside.
as far as party order goes, I'm happy that
Yeah.
not to worry about. But and that's like asking what it was. Except if he's a fighter type, then he's actually in front of the party being leading. But
I think he was just a snarky type.
No,
Okay.
he's a fighter.
Yeah, but that's right. But okay, you can go back and
And guard the others.
guard the others.
The corpse.
So
Okay,
his
so
class is not the fighter class.
how far this corridor? I believe that basically it was a bit of a T junction. We went up the end of the T to get to the Arboretum. They continue straight along. Is obviously where we're going through. How far along does it go, and where do these? Okay, how many pathways might these kobolds have gone down?
There seems to be a passage that keeps turning right.
Okay, but it's only a single back to the way, and it just
Then it keeps
Almost
getting
spiraling
shorter
around.
and shorter and shorter.
So it's spiraling.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But it keeps turning right. How can it be wrong?
and the tracks.
Getting more numerous the closer you get to the centre.
So we're heading into a nest of kobolds. That's my theory.
The question would be why.
Because you keep following the tracks.
Well, I said I'm just thinking whether or not this is where you want to go.
Well, I assume that this is going to lead to a dead end at some point with a whole bunch of kobolds.
Or just one with any legs.
Well, there's that.
I will be, as we're going along then, I'm definitely looking either side, looking out for the opportunity for A, murder holes, and B, secret doors or things like that that might be other ways out of this spiraling labyrinth.
Okay.
So, but, yes, continue on alert.
I'm not very good at perception, so maybe I'll just watch you to react when you react.
So what are people's passive perceptions?
9.
Sorry.
That is your perception plus 10.
9.
11.
16?
Okay, so as you come round one of the corners, Dimitri finds the secret door just before Raya does.
14.
14,
So,
sorry.
yeah, so it's
All
actually...
right.
That's
You found a secret door.
So Raya
Nice.
didn't actually find the secret door. It was a DC 15.
Okay. No secret door.
But Dimitri finds it. It's obvious. It's just right here.
That's right. So basically, we're exploring around for a bit, so there's a secret door.
Which allows you to miss one of the spirals.
Okay. But the cobalt tracks continue along it? Okay, but we haven't seen or heard anything of these kobolds further at this stage? Okay, I'm going to take a listen at the secret door and see if
While
there's
he's
anything on
doing
that
that, I'm going to cast mage armor on myself.
side. That's a good surgical plan.
Doesn't it last a whole day?
Yeah, so
The last 8 hours.
you effectively cast that on as soon as you were coming back into the dungeon or whatever type of stuff, so it's not the beginning of the day. So yeah, taking a listen on the other side of the door, 27 on perception.
Okay, so you don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
Okay. Can I spot any traps or otherwise on this door? 13.
You don't spot any traps.
Okay.
And it only opens out into the spiral you've already passed.
Okay.
So you can't actually see it on the other way. Well, as a one-way door.
Yeah,
So
okay.
open out
So,
towards us.
can it be opened from this side?
It can be opened from the inner side, not from the outer side.
Yeah, so not the side we're on at the moment.
That's the side you noticed it. You didn't
Okay,
notice it
right.
on the way past. It was harder to spot
Yep.
on the other side than it was on the
Okay,
other
well I
side.
will
As you can see your own tracks.
carefully open the door and so yeah, so it takes us back out, further outside the labyrinth. And that idea, right, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Takes you one spiral back.
Yep.
So you can keep circling around to the lower spiral and go out and come back until...
This place never ends! It's always a door here, just on the left.
I love teleporting traps that made you think you were just walking down the same corridor because when people started mapping it out, it just went everywhere. I was
Sure.
like, this is crazy!
Yep. Well, I would suggest then that we continue down the spiral at this stage.
Carry on. What is our marching order, by the way?
Apparently.
Oh, it's like that, is it? The two of us up front?
And that's the way it is. Sorry.
So we're talking 10-foot wide passage, are we?
10-foot wide passage.
Okay, then, yeah, so...
We'll share some of that with David so we can see what's happening. Once I figure out which button to push.
Happy to have Dimitri up front because he's my.
Well,
I'm his
yeah,
shadow.
Isn't Dimitri meant to be up front somewhere searching for crap?
Yep.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
suspect that Dimitri's leading.
And Playman can just throw himself in front of any traps that are about to kill Dimitri.
Yeah, thanks. No.
And there's some theme music.
I would suggest, because Playman is a warrior type, isn't he?
Barbarian. You're either a barbarian or a wizard in this party.
Well, I would suspect then that if Dimitri and Charm are up front, then probably Playman should be at the rear,
Sounds good.
because we're in the middle of a labyrinth with kobolds.
And he can throw his trident.
The probability of being attacked from the rear is high.
Yeah. Can you throw his trident? And 3 prongs on a trident is good for killing a 3-headed kobold.
Yeah.
No.
One for each head.
You don't throw well. Oh, wait.
Close together the heads are.
I'm just making up things.
So,
Is Playman happy with bringing up the rear?
Yeah, sure. Not a problem at all.
Yep. And certainly, yes, if anything does happen to spot it, Dimitri's taking a step back while Charm takes a step forward.
Possibly yes.
So Dimitri should be up the front.
So basically,
Yeah.
Dimitri and Charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Gentlemen, let's face it. Little Miss would be very disappointed if Dimitri died now. I know, because we decided you can't speak that. But no one can understand you.
Yeah.
no, him was going, yeah, it's better, isn't it?
Okay, yes, so we have a confirmed that.
Yeah,
You can
I
continue.
really do want to watch your back at this point so that I can be understood by my party.
So it's nice to have someone invested in your well-being.
Everybody likes Dimitri.
Plus, you seem to be the researchy type. You might be able to find a way to get
That's right, I'll be
this thing
able to tell you
out of my
when we
life.
have time to really sit down and chat. I can give you a full history
I
and
mean,
details.
at least
about
it'll be a wild adventure on the way, right? That's what matters.
Okay, so as you get in to the centre of the spiral,
Yeah. How long are the passageways coming down to?
passageways get down to about 30 foot long before you get to the centre.
Okay.
And in the centre you see a spiral stairwell going up. Goes up through the ceiling.
So is this is still nowhere near where I would have expected the keep the tower that I saw around.
Right where you saw the tower.
Right about where we saw the tower. Okay, that's good. Happy with that. So there was a tower on the outside that I don't know if you guys paid attention to who walked in.
Yes.
Well, in that case then, yes, it's certainly worth exploring and seeing as the tower, because that may be another entrance or exit from this facility.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, when I glanced at it from distance, I didn't see any obvious entrances, but there may well be exits. So the stairs still 10 foot wide, or are they only 5 foot wide?
They're 5 foot wide and about 5 foot tall.
Okay. Well, chum,
Let's go.
we go that way. As I step
I'm going first, or you? You are.
No, you're going first.
I'll go first. Okay. Because I am very unobservant, but if something does surprise me, I have instinctive reactions.
Okay. And hopefully I'll spot it before you actually react.
And you'll be ready to
I
catch
can
me.
react, and it'll only be the people behind us who will be in trouble.
That's right. I'll just jump into your arms and everything will be okay.
The whole bodyguard style with the music.
Now, do you want to
How
go
big is
middle, or
Charles?
do you want to come up to second last?
He's big and muscly, but he's well built.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit oily, so difficult to
I
grasp.
just imagine the idea of
Second
this.
last,
The
probably,
big, tough,
yeah.
muscly guy jumping into the arms of the weedy guy directly behind him on the stairs, with the rest of the party following up behind.
That's
So-
right.
It's hardly gonna work.
Apparently,
I-
River is nominated
I
for
may
being in
jump
the middle
towards
of
the
this
fight.
mess.
Fair enough. Well, that way you're still behind me, so we can talk.
Yeah.
Are we trying to be stealthy, or shall I use my goggles of night?
Hang on, why are they mutually exclusive?
Because they were and click and clack and
Oh,
pop.
okay.
They came with the drawback of noisy.
Right.
That's like click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click.
There's some gnome machinery in there that does weird stuff.
And does absolutely nothing to enhance it except make lots of noise and turn. But
Do
only
it.
when he puts it on.
There is a solution. We can muffle it by putting a big sack over his head.
So unless someone has another source of light, unless someone's carrying a torch or something like that,
Oh, I
We
can.
have torches.
I can make light happen.
or a light spell. Yeah, if you've got a light spell, then it's beaming past me. I don't need goggles of light.
I'm going to touch the back of his head and put light there.
Okay.
On the back of my head or the front of my?
Back of it,
There's
so
a-
that
there's
it
this
doesn't
big-
blind you.
There's a big light coming out of the back of your head right into Dimitri's face.
What weapon
Okay.
do you
No,
use?
no, not that far back.
Bink!
The great axe.
I'm thinking like here.
So, how tall's your character?
Oh, a bit over 6 foot, not much
Oh
more.
yeah, I can't reach. Yeah, so I jump up and try. It'll end up on your shoulder.
Bink!
It's gonna end up on your shoulder.
All right.
Do we rename you to Lighthouse?
Okay, well, and I
So yeah, so there is a big light in front of you now.
Mhm.
You're always in. You're well lit,
2.
Yep.
and there are shadows in front of you
Sorry.
everywhere. Everywhere you
I
look
was
at a
not
shadow.
very-
Okay. I'll get used to it.
That's
Until
okay.
there's-
When you turn your head and you look out the side of your eye, you can see perfectly clear. But when you turn the head and look at it, it gets all shadowy.
Right.
It's like someone keeps holding a torch behind your head. Who's doing that?
Best decoy ever.
I'll let him go a few steps in front.
All right.
Hey, I've had actually people with the I hold the torch right behind the person. Okay, person in front. You're seeing shadows everywhere, and then your back's on fire. What? You got too close.
Yeah.
But I can see stuff.
You can see stuff. It just goes between bright and dim.
That's passive perception 9. It doesn't matter that much.
Okay, now let's get that perception check working.
But yeah, you can see enough. that
So I'm
you
actually
don't fall
rolling?
over or
Yep.
anything.
1.
Yep. Okay, so you have a good look as you're walking along. Everything's perfectly safe here. Let's move along. Oh, look, something shiny. But when you look at it closely, it's not shining. You're confused. Shiny, not shiny. Shiny, not
Can
shiny.
someone bring the light over here?
How far up the stairs did he go before he got distracted?
About 20 feet up.
Okay. And it was just spiralling up still at that point? No, we hadn't seen any doors or anything like that on the way past? No? Okay.
This is something I don't understand. Would someone like to come and have a look at it?
Okay,
It hasn't killed me as yet.
we shall take a look at it.
But it only shines when you don't look at it.
We'll take a look at what he's not spotted.
Alright.
Is there anything to see there?
Give me a perception roll.
If I don't look at it, it will be illuminated.
10.
Apparently, you don't seem to be looking at it properly because when Dimitri goes to have a look at it, he blocks out the light too.
I am going to
All good,
dismiss
but
the
keep
light. I'm going to dismiss the light.
Yep.
And then Dimitri can look at it in the darkness.
Well, I didn't think that far ahead.
Do you have the light spell as well?
No, he doesn't.
How
You
about
haven't
I put
looked
my
at your
goggles
dice
of night
yet,
on?
Honey, look at your dice.
Yeah, I know, I thought.
If the whole light thing isn't working...
No, I can cast it again. I'm just going to cast it on something a little more versatile.
Okay, so we're fiddling getting your goggles working.
So
Everyone else can make a perception roll.
Including me, or I'm done? Alright, another one?
Nope.
11.
14.
Grace, what's your perception roll?
sorry.
All good.
Blue dice cast well, obviously. It's used up its power for the time for the night.
Ah, yes.
Sorry, it's wisdom for perception.
Yep.
Yeah, it is 8.
8. Okay, so Clayman, a silver coin just lands on your foot, having been displaced by Dimitri trying to figure out what's up here.
Haha, you see. Thing is, we didn't fall for the kobold's trap.
That's right.
Shiny.
Yep, it's got
Ignorance is bliss.
it's got a pyramid structure on one side and a strange-looking human on the other.
So we continued walking up the stairs, I'm assuming, because we didn't find anything there. After you decided to
Yeah, well, if there's nothing there...
go noisy goggles.
Oh, yeah, if I go noisy goggles and you go less noisy goggles, but anyway.
Yep. So basically, yeah, so we stopped, we paused a bit, you turned off the light, which it's not working very well, so we'll just go with that light.
Yep.
Can you guys see with that light?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So you recast a light spell and basically hold it for yourself or for...
Plain.
No, the weird one playing you actually have to, so you got double, you got a big hand to do that, yeah? So basically, if you just cast it on a rock or something like that, and just carry it.
Are there any rocks on the stairs?
So, or on a pendant or something like that, you might have some.
I've got a pendant.
So,
Oh, well, yeah, I'll do that.
I've got a silver piece and a bear claw.
Yeah, but I can't reach you now.
I thought it was got a range.
No, I have to touch it.
if you're casting it on an object, I expect. If you're casting it in an area,
I don't think you can do aerial.
Oh, it doesn't do area anymore.
Not for light.
No. Okay.
That is the domain of bouncing lights.
Yeah, range of touch.
But yeah, so basically we've continued on, having thought, no, doesn't look like anything there.
Well,
You guys have paused. And so who was it that saw the silver piece?
Clayman.
Playman at the back. So we've walked past and Playman's the one that's been disturbed. So if something happens to him, you may take a moment to notice.
Yeah, guarding to the rear intensifies.
Do you tell anyone?
Not while you're distracted by the silver piece.
Do you tell anybody?
Do you take the silver piece?
Yes, I take the silver piece and fail to notice the trap that's coming.
Do you make any comment on the silver piece as you pick it up?
Not while I'm picking it up, but once I pick it up.
And had a look at it?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get shot by an arrow while I'm picking it up.
You pause for a moment, you realise your heart's still beating, and stand up.
And you're now half a turn of the staircase left behind.
And you can't see anyone else now.
You can probably still see the light coming there, but...
Well, you can see the light, he just can't see anyone specifically. He's now, he has fallen behind.
That's right.
Guys, where'd you go? Also, I found a coin.
That's mine.
Why?
I must have dropped it.
I don't
This is a
think so.
cantrip. I'm just going to reach above me and tap the wall every so often. Oh no, I can't.
Well, it won't be.
That would turn the other one off.
That kind of okay.
Yeah, no, that's
spot the
fine.
line.
Yeah, I don't. That's fine, but I can't do it because the object has to be no more than 10 foot cubic.
You just light up that spot.
You can light up a brick or something in the wall.
Hmm.
Like you're not actually lighting the whole wall. It could be a portion of an object, I would think. It'd still be acceptable.
You could just
One
throw it.
object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension.
So technically, it has to be a single.
So you
Well,
just
And
keep
it's a
throwing the
20
coin
foot
ahead.
radius light.
Just keep throwing the coin.
The classic one would be like put it on a rock or a coin or something like that, and therefore you
Yeah,
can hold it.
but
Or
I don't have anything I can put it on.
Here, have a coin.
there's a silver coin you just found.
Here you
like
go.
that.
He hasn't.
I'll give you a copper coin.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Because that also then becomes something you can hold and light up when needed to, or throw ahead if it's handy.
Yeah.
When you light
You
up
catch this tick. Oops.
Yeah. So yeah, there's light coming from the stairs above you now,
Okay. Yep.
Raymond.
I attempt to catch up with the party.
Cool.
Yep. You feel quite content with this nice coin that's in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
So everything is wonderful. You're having the best day of your life. So
No, I'm not.
think of the Lego movie, and everything is awesome. Is now singing through your head constantly.
Find a penny, pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck.
Except it's got to be everything is awesome. The sea shanty.
Well,
Should I put this coin to a witcher?
And basically every song that your Trident sings to you is just amazing. It's just perfect. Its timing is immaculate. It's got this great voice. Your friends smell great. The armor you're wearing is just fitting you perfectly. You're having an awesome day.
Everything's going right.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Don't question it. Just accept it. It's wonderful.
That's a bit.
Congratulations to what a blissful item is.
Okay. So we're heading up the stairs still.
Okay, you come as you
Are we
reach
still
it,
seeing tracks of these kobolds on the stairs?
and as you can see an opening coming up ahead of you.
Okay. I will tap Chum on the shoulder and show her the hip or something, so she's up on the stairs. Pause and stay there, and I might walk past and do a bit of a wander, stretch up.
Hang on, is there room to walk past?
Yes, you can squeeze past.
Yeah, well, it's a 5 foot corridor. So
Do we-
You just got you fill up the space if you're walking along.
A large
You just
creature
go
you
round.
couldn't squeeze past, but a medium size you could.
Do we need an extra language for sign language in order to understand?
If you want to do sign languages, yes. Otherwise, it's like these simple things.
That's
Okay.
right.
You-
Field
you-
signals amongst the party should be fairly obvious. In
All right.
Leg stop, go ahead. You're all going to die. Would be the common things.
Okay.
So 8 for stealth.
Yep.
Because the new dice is also picked up just where the blue one left off.
Well, you changed dice, so it's trying to just help.
Okay. And then so basically I'll be aiming to sneak up the stairs.
Okay,
Have a
so
look through
as
what's
you're
coming
sneaking up the stairs, you sort of stumble a bit,
Oh, actually,
scrape along one of the sides.
24 for stealth. 22 for stealth.
And,
I got the Book of Old kind, so I get advantage. Quite a difference.
and you just happen to scrape with that, the fabric and not the metal, and stub your toe, and you're going to curse, but your mouth just, you bite your tongue at the same time. So
Yep. So
every time you're about to make noise, something just seems to get in the way.
that's all right. Yeah. So I remember myself. I catch myself. Good. So what can I see when I get up towards the opening?
Okay, you can see that using your goggles of night, that the opening above seems to be about 15 feet tall.
That's 15-foot ceiling.
15-foot ceiling above you.
Do you want me to go up there?
How big an area we
And
talking about?
that the opening at the top of the stairs is a trapdoor that's currently open.
Okay. Yep. I will.
I don't understand that, but would you like me to walk up the wall?
Peek up towards the, sneak up to the trap door
Mhm.
and aim to carefully poke my eyes
Do a
through
perception roll.
to see what's in the moon. 26.
Okay, as you get up there, you get this overwhelming smell of scales and kobolds.
I'm not surprised.
And you notice that there are a couple of spear tips slightly wavering near the edge of the trapdoor.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7 kobolds.
Probably about 7. We'll probably over 7.
Now look what you did.
Yes, I will sneak back down the stairs then.
And the smell of rat as well.
And rat and RUSs?
Yep.
Just standard rat.
Well, hard to tell. It depends on how close you are.
I will sneak back down the stairs then and let you guys quietly know. Yeah, we appear to have reached the top of the stairs, or at least an outpost. There's probably about half a dozen kobolds in there, possibly rats, either in support or just living there as well.
Can you do a
They are
fireball?
ready for someone to poke their head up through the trapdoor.
Can we get a fireball from one of the wizards?
What wizards?
Yeah, if we had wizards, maybe.
I haven't
It
got
sounds like the wizards are going on strike. I'm not sure what I've said to offend
Rom
them.
says, "Lead me into battle. We shall kill them all."
okay, I don't think that it's inappropriate to use such displays into an unknown area.
But didn't you say it's got kobolds and rats in it?
Yes, but there may be other things in there too.
Like a Bradshaw.
Possible.
Or another
Not necessarily the catalog city of, but things that we don't necessarily want to burn.
How about a sleep spell?
That would seem more feasible.
If someone had it. Is that what you're going to tell me?
Well, if you had a wizard,
Can any of the current arcane spellcasters manage to squeeze out some sort of area effect spell?
Yes.
I mean-
Maybe.
Oh,
Stand by, actually.
right. So
You know what? Actually, yes, I can.
Aren't you a barbarian?
Yes, I am.
Right.
what is this area of effect spell?
Wall of Fire.
That's pretty good. All I've got is wind wall.
he just has to see where he's going to place it.
And as Dimitri explained, the fact that it wasn't an inability to cast fireball that was stopping it. It was the inability to target without targeting unknown.
Hang on.
But Dimitri is willing. If I had we said it was 15-foot ceiling, and did I get an idea of how big the passageway was, or how wide the staircase has gone a bit around, like how big's the tower?
The tower's bigger than that. You know the
Like
tower
the
is
circle
at
that's
least,
up there. How big? What's the diameter of the circle we're thinking it's going to be?
It's going to be at least 35 to
35, okay,
to
yeah,
40
that.
feet wide.
That's right then. Just seeing if there's something I do want to go with at this stage.
Prismatic spray.
I do believe that I can probably incapacitate a significant proportion of them.
Right.
So, and then yes, but do be careful when you jump in there as to how much you decide to breathe.
Hold my breath.
I'm thinking a stinking cloud into the area should incapacitate them effectively.
Sounds good to me.
So you brought Bradshaw's goatee?
No. But
He's got stinking cloud on tap.
but unlike sleep, stinking cloud is on this spell I've memorized for today. So I will creep up there, do a stinking cloud into the area, and then I would recommend that people move in shortly thereafterwards to eliminate anything left. So, stinking cloud is a 20-foot radius sphere, and concentration up to 1 minute. Yeah.
I can hold my breath for 5 minutes.
You probably potentially still need to actually do a save, but you probably get advantage if you know it's there and you're planning on holding your breath. So, I'll aim to then, if people have got any other preparations they wish to do, if we're going to go back to plan. So basically, yes, I'll go first, then creep up towards the trapdoor, throw the stinking cloud, aiming at a spot that's going to be about 20 feet away from the trapdoor. Okay. And
Is there a tactical advantage for me walking on walls or the ceiling?
the ceiling was only 15 feet high, so I
Yeah.
don't know that it's necessarily going to be hugely advantageous.
Okay.
Plus the ceiling's not directly up the stairwell.
Okay. So I'll just walk on the normal.
The only advantage
Axis.
potentially of
That'd be so weird for your character.
the potential advantage of being on the ceiling would be that the stinking cloud will go around corners and presumably down the stairs. So if you're up higher, you may be better off. But
Maybe. We'll see how it
But
goes.
the idea is, yes, I will aim to basically initiate the stinking cloud as far from the trapdoor as I can, and then turn it off as soon as it's starting to interfere with PCs.
Okay. So, there's the DC for that?
Well, the DC will be... Standard spell save DC is 15. That vary according to the level.
Generally doesn't vary according to level.
Okay,
It is
so-
a set thing for the spells.
Yep,
It's harder
okay,
additions
yeah,
to that.
so mine's a DC 15 then.
DC.
Save the Constitution saving throw against poison. Yep.
Okay. And affects everything in the area?
Yep. So on a failed save, the creature spends its action that turn retching and reeling. If you don't need to breathe, you're or immune to poison, you automatically zero the saving throw. If there's a breeze through there, it'll dissipate it more quickly. So, and the area is heavily obscured. But basically,
Which is perfect for someone charging up there.
well, that's good. I because it's going to be hard for someone to go through. My plan is basically, I'll do some of my move, cast the spell as soon as I'm can see over the lip of the the trapdoor, and then aim to continue moving in.
Okay.
Before whoever's behind me can come in.
All right. No worries.
So, but go the opposite way to me when you come out.
So can
Because
people
I'll go
give
into the
me a
Right.
initiative roll?
So go up,
So yes.
go in, and that way.
Well,
You-
if
oh, you-
I'll go that way. You go that way.
all right. I can do that. Initiative, is it? Advantage is awesome. 5.
Hey, don't make a big difference
I got a 3 and a 1.
Obviously, your dice is trying to tell you something. Let everyone else die first.
Maybe. Yeah. That's
Obviously, your dice is trying to tell you
That
something.
ability
even
is
better.
called Danger Sense. So
So I'm on 18. Moving on with 22 on the stealth. In the process of getting up there.
Okay, so what is Raz and Damon's?
21.
Is Flaming going to protect the rear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, it may be hard to be everyone coming up through the 5-foot passageway.
So Rhea, apparently you are the first person off the mark. You are the most important person. You get to go first. As a stinking cloud appears above you and starts to come down the stairwell.
Well, I'm
No,
moving.
no, okay. So the idea is that I've cast it so it was 20 feet away from the trapdoor. Right, so I've moved up.
Move.
So pop my head through so I can see an area, how big the space
If
is
you
there.
popped your head through,
Yep.
then you wouldn't get the spell off.
Well, that, I said that was the plan. That was the way I was going to go about it. So,
Okay.
but I was stealthing up, so I had 21 on the stealth. So
Your
Because you
character
did say the trapdoor was open.
it was open and there were speed points pointing at the trapdoor.
yes.
So
And that's
people were
right.
waiting.
I knew they were there, which is why I aimed to do it without being seen at that point. But, yep, happy that that's what I said, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
So they can take their attacks of opportunity going through.
Okay, so we'll go to, you're popping your head up to cast your spell.
Yep.
You see that you are surrounded by 5 spear tips.
Okay.
And you can see that there is like bunches of rats around here.
Mm-hmm.
Small and rats of unusual size.
Mm-hmm.
And there is also 2 winged kobolds
Mm-hmm.
with pouches in their hands instead of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all looking at you, directly at you,
Okay.
as you go to cast your spell.
Yep.
Would you like to continue casting the spell?
So,
Because casting a spell does not provoke an attack of opportunity in 5th edition.
does it?
No. It's leaving the area.
Well, they're not actually necessarily going to attack.
Well, they probably will.
I-
They're ready to spike people as they move through. So, yes. Well, in that case, I will definitely cast a spell.
But that could be a defensive move.
So we find out when they're dead.
Sorry, I just feel a little bit scarred from killing a whole bunch of baby yeti.
No, that's right. Well, this is why I wasn't using the fireball up into an unknown area.
When did we do that?
They're
Oh,
different
no,
campaigns.
different
campaigns.
Right.
The alternate Tuesday week.
Yeah.
As I said, this is why Dimitri does not cast fireball or lightning bolt into a unknown area. But Stinking Cloud is less immediately dangerous to.
Okay, so the only time opportunity attacks work, unless you've got anything special, is when
Reaction
someone
to-
leaves your unthreatened area.
Okay.
Casting a spell does not provoke it in this edition of the game.
Okay. Yep. In that case, then I will definitely.
Makes it so much better for spellcasters.
Absolutely. I will.
The concentration mechanic helps. limit there.
So that was but again, yeah, movement is done as part of your turn. It's not a specific. You don't move and then act or act and then move, do you?
No, movement is
that's right,
movement is not an action.
No,
Movement
right.
is
So
your
I moved using part of my movement to get to the trapdoor. I will cast a spell, and then the idea is I will aim to actually continue my move through the trapdoor, which is where whoever's not choking and spluttering will be able to poke at me. So, yep. And as I say, my plan is to move into the stinking cloud. So after I cast it.
So all the people around the trapdoor are choking and wheezing.
Okay.
If you got the trapdoor, because you did know the trapdoor itself was surrounded with people with spears.
Yes, that's right. But I was actually aiming potentially to that there will be one side of the trapdoor that's not affected by the stinking cloud. So
They will get attacks of opportunity against you.
Yep.
With advantage because they have
Ready and waiting, and they've got friends either side and all that sort of stuff. Yep. So did I get many in that are choking and cluttering?
less because you didn't do the whole trapdoor.
Yep. No, so I didn't want it running down the staircase onto everyone else.
So that would be a 20 to hit.
AC 20 will hit. Yes.
Doing 1 point of damage, piercing.
1 point of piercing.
And the other one who's not affected, it's armor class 18.
18 will hit.
Doing a maximum of 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. The 1 point got absorbed by the arcane ward. Let's see if the 4 points will be absorbed by the arcane ward. Right, and then I will continue my move into the stinking cloud, and then do a bonus. So, yeah. So how big is this room that I've gone into?
40 feet across with the trapdoor in the centre.
Okay. So yep. So the stinking cloud then is effectively cast on one edge of the room, and then coming through. I will finish my move in the stinking cloud, and then use a bonus dash action to move out of the stinking cloud, off to one side. So come following behind me, knows to run the other way without running into the
Yes,
stinking cloud.
I've been given instructions.
So, assuming I can move effectively in that sort of way, well, yeah, I won't be leaving anyone hopefully anyone I'm moving away from after I've got out of the trapdoor will be soaked in spluttering, so therefore wouldn't be getting attack opportunity as I leave this square. Cool.
And then you move out into an area where there's rats.
Okay.
Because the rats were standing behind everything. And
Yeah, I'll bugger it. I won't have you get out.
you would?
No. But I will. So I will my saving throw at the start of my next turn. So.
Okay. In which case you're fine. Then
I'll rely on my strong constitution.
Ria, you're up.
Well, my understanding is there's now a cloud above the trapdoor
On one side of the trapdoor.
on one side.
So the idea is that you would have heard me talking to Charlie. Is that
There's a good side and a bad
I'm
side.
basically casting the spell on one side of the room.
Yeah.
I will move into that side of the room.
Yeah.
You come
But
into the other
we
side of the
get
room.
attacks of opportunity, well, rather they do, regardless of which side we move on. Is that correct?
Only the first person through.
Only the first person.
Just the one. Well,
Okay.
unless they've got some sort of power that gives them additional attack opportunity, or
Most people get one reaction only.
That's right.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
drew
the same
those.
round.
I drew those actions
Right.
with my heroic self.
And until they act, they don't reset.
So we're able to climb through
So you should be able to jump
Safely.
up there,
safely. Okay.
get through,
So I'll climb through safely.
move to one side, and attack something.
I'll move to one side and then I'll use Ray of Frost.
You see there are rats everywhere as well as kobolds. Half of them in the stinking cloud with Dimitri.
Right. Okay.
On the side that you come out, there is one of the winged kobolds.
I hear you.
How many are around me?
There are 3 kobolds around. 2 spears dripping with some of Dimitri's blood.
Well, I'll just check. I don't think I actually need a good line. Because on my arcane ward we had 14 points on it, so I was checking to see whether or not that meant I took any damage.
Dripping with the arcane potential of Dimitri.
Arcane ward.
Yeah, I guess I'll just use Ray of Frost then.
On whom?
On the winged one.
Yeah, so the arcane ward took all the damage.
That's a 21
Tanky wizard.
to hit.
He was in the early levels, particularly when he was. Okay, it took you to about 3rd level to cast a spell as far as the party saw, but he actually had more hit points than most of anyone else in the party.
So you hit it through.
Yeah,
And he had
very
a
handy.
help that gave him 19
The temporary hit
constitution.
points. Oh yeah.
And the arcane
And
ward.
it's
Mm,
2d8.
that's good.
Well, crap.
We do know you have this dice rolling inability at times.
Yeah.
See, normally I catch him when I fall off the table.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay.
No, 9 damage.
Okay, you hit it and it just kills over it.
Oh, okay. That was quick. Awkward. So I've moved, I've done my action. I think that's everything I can do.
Yep.
Alright, so next up I guess.
Okay, so as you do that, you see one of the rats near you change form.
Oh shit.
So there are RUSs. Rodents of unusual shape.
Wherever.
And it tells you to stop attacking its friends or it will kill you.
As it turns into a humanoid type
Yep.
rat.
Oh, into a humanoid.
Well, a rat shaped humanoid.
Okay.
Or a humanoid shaped rat.
Whichever way you'd like to go. And that's its action.
That's right.
Alright.
Then you'll find yourself surrounded by large and small rats.
Is talking a sentence of free action?
Yep.
Okay. I probably just yelled to was it Dimitri? No.
Yeah, well, I'm Dimitri in the,
Yeah.
in the cloud. Yep.
Yeah. Dimitri, these ones talk and transform.
And they build Voltron, bigger and better. And then we're up to the kobolds. So the two kobolds at the door turn around and step up and stab you.
That's fair.
You just killed their friend.
That's fair.
So they get advantage.
Yep. Can't complain.
So that would be a 22
Holy mother of yes.
with a maximum of 4 piercing.
Yes.
Well, they get -2 on their damage. And then the second one hits an armor class of 11.
That's a miss.
Oh, look, he actually managed to miss. So yes, they're done. And what's the Trekking Cloud going to do those?
They've got to make another saving throw. Actually, each completely in the turn, start of the turn, makes a Constitution saving throw against poison. On the failed save, they take their reaction and reeling. If they pass, they're good to act.
Okay, so 2 of them are good to act.
Okay.
The spellcaster is not.
Cool.
Okay, so 2 of them turn and attack Dimitri in the smoke. Getting a 21.
That'll hit.
Doing a whole 1 point of damage.
Okay.
The second one attacks. Getting an armor class of 12.
That'll miss.
And then they both move out of the cloud and stand next to the trapdoor.
Understandable.
Then, Chum, you finally get to act.
How many are left up there?
Well,
Too
most,
many.
most of them.
Okay, I'll go and lay out a few.
Okay, yep. He runs up through the trapdoor and...
Avoid the stinking cloud.
So, as you're up at the top of the stairs, there's 2 kobolds.
Okay. Are they in range?
Yeah.
Are they alive?
Yeah.
Are we killing kobolds?
That's up to you and your max.
Well, certainly that was the plan when we came, when the half a second ago when the thing started.
Alright, I am happy to attack recklessly on the 2 kobolds.
If they get advantage anyway, it doesn't matter.
Because there's 2 of them flanking you, so like they've got pack attack, so yeah.
So if there's more than one next to you, they get advantage either way.
Oh, yeah.
So you can attack recklessly and get the advantage of that without effectively any disadvantage.
That's predicated on them actually living through the attack.
The way you've been rolling today?
I've got a good chance. Alright. Yeah. A 9 plus 8 is 17 to hit.
That's 17 to hit. Yep, you do manage to hit.
Okay. Because I have an awesome weapon.
It goes splatter.
It goes well.
Alright.
I know exactly how many dice you get to roll. There's no chance, even if you roll minimum on all the dice, will it survive.
I think the second one's a miss. That'll be a 12 to hit.
And you hit the other one, and it goes down and splatters too.
Alright, there you go. Advantage wins the day when I roll a 3 and a 4.
Well, you know, 11 might have also hit.
Maybe. Okay.
You can continue moving.
Finish your move now, effectively.
Okay, is there someone that needs protection?
Well, you can see Raya surrounded by
Rats. Humanoid rats.
Okay.
Rats everywhere.
One humanoid rat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a flying kobold with wings.
Choking in the cloud.
I thought there were 2 of them, weren't there?
There were 2, but Raya killed one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's when he killed. Yes, okay. How many kobolds are still left apparently?
Too many.
Kobolds probably actually not so many really. There's one choking in the cloud with the wings.
Should be 1 winged
2
one.
more that just came. No, 2 more came out. Just went to the.
There should
just got
be
killed.
There should be 3. There should be 3 and 1 winged one still alive.
So there's a lot of them. Well, I'll roar and enrage, and I'll become. And if as long as I can move in, I can get there in time. I will take on the aspect of a turtle, which will prevent people from flanking me, and hopefully yell a lot to attract their attention so they don't attack the lesser target.
Okay. You are the turtle, and then it is a little miss.
Yeah. Cool. So, I'm gonna go through the trapdoor.
Yep, you come out
Get
of
my
the trapdoor.
bearings.
There are dead kobolds around the trapdoor.
Yep. And what else?
You get perception.
Yep, cool. 14.
Okay, you can see what looks to be some kobold feet heading up some stairs a bit further back.
Okay.
So the rest of the kobolds that you expect to be here must be retreating. Or getting friends.
Hang on, so I'm not in the same room as these guys?
You are in the same room as
but
these
the idea
guys.
being that there's just another staircase out of this room.
Right.
At the back of the room, there's another staircase going up.
Right. Okay, I see. And there's a whole bunch of rats.
And there are a whole bunch of rats. You can probably see, well, the ground looks like it's moving with rats. Especially around Rao.
Right.
Including one of them that looks humanoid.
Right.
It's creepy. Kill it.
Yeah, I see the...
And it spoke in Phaeton saying, you
It spoke in Thaiatian.
It did.
Thaiatan.
It said to surrender and stop attacking its friends.
But I didn't hear that.
It did yell.
You might have heard it, but yeah, whether you...
Alright, okay. Okay. So I'm allowed to attack.
Like I
That's
say,
fine.
it is the sort of thing that technically that's happened within the last 3 seconds type stuff. Like, it's,
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to... And I know this won't be effective as a player. I'm going to call out to it, in Dwarven apparently, and say... Actually, what am I going to say to this thing?
Yeah, Bradshaw had a good.
Throw in a Scottish accent, it'll be perfect.
I'm going to say something like, where it's a preemptive strike to defend ourselves from you.
And you hear this perfect woman come out.
I will then translate. She's telling you to surrender.
Okay, so. And a big battle cry comes off your hammer, which everyone else can hear.
Now, how does readying
Is
or
it a
holding
generic battle
actions
cry of
work?
rah, or something specific?
It's more
Is
of
it actually words?
death to the enemies of dwarven kind.
And it's actually something everyone can hear.
Yep.
And it's obviously a different voice from hers.
So I believe you
Yep.
Yep.
choose.
That was
your
not a request for
action
surrender.
And
Because that only works if you're high up on the initiative.
It was a warning.
no, it's
Because the
once
next
the
round-
once the action is met, it goes off.
Yeah, but only within that round, right?
Yes, you will. If it doesn't happen until the next round, you lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what were you wanting to ready to do?
So my question is, with readying actions, if I readied an action because I'm at the bottom of the initiative order, at least I'm assuming with an initiative of 2 I am.
Technically, there's still someone to do act, but
But like, if I'm at the bottom of the initiative order, and in the next round, like after Dimitri's acted or something, that condition's met and I do that action, what happens on my turn?
You'll just go to your normal turn.
you basically,
Yeah.
basically what happens is your turn for this round will get moved to an earlier spot in the next round.
Yes.
So basically,
okay.
and from then on, you'll be in an earlier spot in the next.
No, that's if she
No.
decides not to take an action. So if she delays
Oh no, because
everything.
you've already had part of your action, haven't you? Yes, yes. you're
So
ready for
there are
the-
two things you can do. You can delay, which moves your initiative to where you start your action, or if you
ready in action.
ready in action,
Yep.
then the action goes off and you'll get your turn back when it normally happens.
So basically, you're partway through your action at the moment. You
Yeah.
could now say, yes, I'm readying to do this. If that happens, it'll occur,
Yeah.
and then
So-
you have your action.
So when
the rest of your next turn will start.
So
at
what
this
happens
point.
with the readying thing is when you declare what your ready action is, if that ready action triggers, I'll tell you when it triggers, you choose whether to act upon it or not. If you don't act upon it, you've lost your ready action.
Yeah.
So if you're 2
But if I do act upon it,
then it happens normally, and you get your action at your normal time.
You'll then get
Right.
your
Yeah.
action for the second round.
The
Yeah.
difficulty is if you're a little broad, like we had a player last night saying, if something comes near me,
close.
if anything comes close, that counts for party members as well. So
Yeah.
I actually stopped and said, do you want to be more specific than general, because anyone can trigger that.
yeah,
And the first thing that triggers it uses it,
Or gives you the opportunity to use it. If you don't use it then, you don't
Yeah.
get chucked.
which basically means it's
That's
used.
right, yeah.
yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So what are you thinking of?
So what I am wanting to do is ready a chaos bolt.
Is that a cantrip or a?
No,
So if
it's a first level spell.
and what do you want to trigger it with?
If any of the LOUSs or humanoid rat take a hostile action to a party member, or me, because I'm a member of the party. That's what I want to do.
That is fine. That's the reason I thought I would ask.
And by hostile action, I mean a physical attack of some kind,
I'm happy with that.
not posturing or threats.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd be, clear on that.
Because you're technically casting the spell from the period you hold your action to when your spell goes off. So your spell can be disrupted during that time if you're hit.
Right.
That's something to be aware of. Because you've
Okay.
you've actually started casting the spell.
Right.
Where if it's a cantrip, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Because you're not losing cantrips, but you can lose a spell if someone attacks you during that time
Yeah.
frame. That's why I'm being more specific about that sort
So
of stuff.
in that case, it would be more normal to have a offensive cantrip used in that sense rather than offensive spell. Like if you had the whatever the firebolt or whatever it is type stuff is the
Screwdriver.
guys they're being sorcerer, they get different things anyway.
No.
So
Because
I
of it-
have.
Because if it didn't trigger during that round, then it would be wasted.
you still lose the spell.
Yeah.
Because you effectively half cast it, you don't get it
Yeah.
back if you don't use it.
It just fizzles.
Okay, I will instead, if something attacks me, I will do Shadowthorn, which is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Which means you've now got the spell cast.
Yeah.
And have you finished your move so you've left the trapdoor clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we move on to Playman. Would Playman like to come up, or would you like to protect the stairwell?
No, Plum will definitely come up. I believe there's some kobolds that need to get squished.
They've run away.
Oh, really?
Okay.
There is one coughing and hacking in a stinking cloud, and there are 2 sets of feet running up a stairwell.
Okay, alright, so this stairwell, and how far away is the stairwell?
The stairwell is...
Well, but you'll probably have to run through some racks if you're going to get to the stairwell.
No, it's okay, just tell me about the stairwell.
Okay.
It is about 20 feet from the from where you are, and it's actually more of a ladder than a stairwell. It just looked like a stairwell when I looked at it that badly.
Yeah, cool. The portal in which they're going through, can it be blocked by a spell like Wall of Force?
It probably could. Though if it goes across well enough, it might cut them in half, because they would be partly out of view.
And yeah, like if it's more of a ladder going up there, then you may not have a good enough view to actually put the Wall of Force in front of them.
Hey, I'm happy to cut off 90% of the spell just so I can roughly get it in front of them. Just give me 2 secs. Let me just look up the other spell.
Barbarian caster.
Hell yeah. Well, look, I've got this intelligent weapon. I may as well use it at some point.
Everyone's a wizard.
Oh. You know what? Fun story. I've got a better spell. I can see at least one of them, can't I?
You can see their legs.
You can see the lower legs of one of the kobolds and a lot of rats.
Well, that's good. I'll stick with the lower legs of the kobold. What I will do, can you please get it to make a dexterity saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you got an 18.
Is that disappointing advice on that?
That wasn't what I wanted to hear, Martin.
I know.
Yeah.
It's on a ladder. Might be hard to dodge.
He's also hard to see.
Is it safe for half? Take a Dexter and a failed save the turn. Disintegrate.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe for half or is it safe for nothing?
I think
In some cases, it is. He might not
might be-
actually damage.
Or it might cause just some damage, like a few D4 or something.
So a creature targeted by the spell must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's fairly normal.
Okay, so if he passes the save, nothing?
No, if you pass the save, you disintegrate it. Sorry. On a failed save, the target takes 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
He takes no damage if he succeeds.
Okay, it takes no damage. Next is...
Okay, so I'm sure you feel empowered by using your spear to your trident to disintegrate something for the first time. As you watch a bit of the wall behind it, and the ladder just disintegrate.
So you cut off our access point.
Well,
Brilliant.
okay, so that moves us up to Rhea, who is currently having a rat problem. But I'll let Dimitri step in while Rhea is otherwise occupied.
I'll take the natural 20.
You want?
Natural 1 and natural 20 for the
A nice split.
Right. So I don't start choking and spluttering on my own spell.
Which would be funny.
Okay.
Especially if it's concentration burst.
So currently within the area is just the one kobold.
The one kobold in the area of effect.
It's like in this area is only one kobold that's actually affected. And so, how many rats, etc. are we looking at?
You're looking at what looks to be maybe 50 odd different rats. So a couple of rat swarms. So I'm sure a swarm of rats is not a bad thing for you. You can affect swarms, can't you?
Well,
That's what I was wondering.
I can see what I'm looking at, so I can do fireball.
And you're an evoker who can protect us from getting burned?
No, I'm an abjurer, that's why I've got my arcane shield. I will... So seemingly though, Mr. Ratman has not been particularly perturbed by the loss of kobolds.
He hasn't had a chance to do anything yet. He asked you not to harm his friends.
Yeah, that's right. So
And since he said that, you're being eliminating kobolds.
that's right. Yes, not rats, but not good. But say so. We haven't seen a reaction whether the kobolds count as his friends as such. They probably do, but. Well, let's say, yep, we've already got for a number of the kobolds already, so we might as well take out one more while we're there. That's a shame. Retching and reeling doesn't necessarily mean loss of dexterity for advantage for stabby purposes. Yeah, we'll just go with the firebolt on the winged kobold.
I'm just not going to set your stinking cloud away.
Right?
Doesn't it?
Firebolt's not necessarily, stinking cloud's not necessarily flammable. So
Uh-huh.
let that come through. Yeah. Where are we? So
Sounds like there's a truck on the other side.
18
The kobolds have
to
a
attack.
truck.
Well, I just heard it.
18 to attack
18 to attack. He's a hit.
for 11 points of damage.
And it bursts into flame and kills everyone.
Okay.
Leaving you the only person in your instant kill.
Happy with that?
Just like the goat. Brings
and-
back old times.
So, yep.
Only Bradshaw was here.
I will
Mm.
call across to Ratman saying, well, you and your friends can still surrender.
And now we're up to Araya.
I'd like to.
You're surrounded by rats and a rat man.
Yep. I'd like to ready an action, which is going to be Thunderwave. If any of the enemies around me within 15 feet attack me or my allies, I will set it off.
Okay.
Yes. I would have rather the ladder, but the ladder disappeared.
Yeah, funny that.
It's strange what happens when you hit with a disintegrate.
A 6th level spell.
Okay, so he says I surrender.
Just him or the other one?
Well, all the rats sort of sit down and like little puppies and look at you.
Okay.
Are we continuing through initiative order at that point?
You are
or-
technically out of initiative unless you want to.
Well, I guess so. More case of that. So,
We're accepting the. Right.
no reason to kill them unnecessarily. So,
We've killed a lot of other people unnecessarily, is that what you're saying?
No, they came off.
You didn't give them a chance to convert. They don't
Right.
count for playment.
Okay. He was sick of people converting anyway.
But Clayman didn't actually kill any of them.
That's true.
He can enjoy it vicariously that we killed some people without them being
He killed a
converted.
ladder. He allowed them to. He allowed them to escape.
He did.
For future chances of conversion.
Not only did I allow them to escape, I enabled their escape. But that said, the barbarian that you've all known for so long to be a dumbass barbarian-y stabby just cast Disintegrate.
Yeah.
The very powerful artifact that we've known the barbarians carrying around. Just
Yeah, you
showing
know
off some
that.
of its powers.
Yeah, but the rest of the party's dumb as dog
Well,
shit, so your character knows that.
Little Miss doesn't know any different because she didn't know you before, so like she's only ever known you with this pointy spear, the
Yeah.
trident.
I will drop this thinking cloud then.
Yep.
So, if I can do that before the fish becomes my action, that's fine. If I don't, I'll leave.
Well, you're out of
myself
combat, so you can do it.
And then yes. So, what is your name, friend?
My name, he says. My name is Ratmaster. He
Ratmaster.
says, doing what he thinks is a charming smile.
And most
But actually looks rather bad with chipped teeth and cracked lips and half feral face.
a most fitting name for such an august fellow as yourself.
Rats, listen to me and do what I say, and I am their master.
Indeed. Are there any others amongst us at the present time that are like yourself?
No, I'm alone. My only friends were the Kerbals, and they were mean.
Well, how many of them are still left upstairs?
True, I think. I saw him wander up before you made Letter go away. Why did you teleport the letter away?
Well, it gave us options to have a chance to talk.
Oh, okay. I talk well.
How much further does the tower go up?
Well, I'm not allowed up.
You're not allowed up?
I'm not a Kerbal. Kerbals are mean.
Hey, Martin.
Yep.
I begin to engage in this conversation, and I start to talk about Proteus. The reason I say this is because I rolled a 20.
You're okay. Do you convert him?
Hmm?
You guys, Proteus sounds like a good guy. He look after people?
Not particularly.
He look after me? And rats?
Maybe.
Can they swim?
They can swim. Rats swim well.
Proteus will be happy enough then, I suspect.
Rats take over the world. Rats, giver of life. Rat's smartest.
I'm not sure about that, but okay.
The rats are highly intelligent.
Rat's the last one standing. Kobold not standing anymore.
While he's now talking to his new convoy,
Mr. Teleporty is now new friend.
I'll take a look up the whole of the ladder escape route and see what comes that way.
Okay, I would love it to you.
Do you like one of the ones we got from the market?
Sure. You look up and they'll close their trapdoor over the top and you hear the sound of a bolt going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need another teleport spell.
Well, get up to the trapdoor.
Well, no. How far up did the ladder get disintegrated?
Well, when you hear that he did enough damage to disintegrate the entirety,
So it's only a 15-foot long ladder potentially, so...
the amount of damage he does wiped out the entire ladder.
But...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, is there any way that we could secure a rope to the top?
Well, Chum can carry one up with him.
Well, it was a trapdoor, and the trapdoor's been shut and bolted on the other side.
Yeah, okay.
But Chum, do you want to see how powerful the bolt is?
Sure.
You jump up there and just push the door open.
Okay. I can climb up.
That's what I mean. Like,
Just walk up there.
Basically walk up there and then
Okay.
punch downwards, upwards.
No worries.
Okay, so you see Chum hanging
Chum's
upside
strong.
down.
I make it Chum strong.
Yeah,
He's
decently
fucking
strong, I think. 16.
And compared to the party that's normally been involved in, that's Superman strong.
Yeah. 16 because he's kind of pumping con.
Yep.
Okay, so the door is shut.
So you see,
Can I open it?
No, it seems to be latched on the other side. And it feels like there's someone standing on the other side as well.
Give it a good kick.
Can I kick it? Can I punch?
Obviously,
You
because
can
the
try to
super
do
fighter
anything.
climbing effectively allow you to be standing on the ceiling as if you were on the ground where you could go.
I don't think I'd have the same leverage and it sounds a bit risky. Could I chop it down with my axe?
You could.
Alright. I mean, we're not
Give me
worried
an
about
attack
being...
roll. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah, we're not worried about being stealthy, are we?
No.
I'll recklessly...
It's not like you're going to chop a leg off here.
Can I recklessly attack it?
You make up a leg off.
Okay, you can recklessly attack.
20.
20. Okay, you put it subtly right through the door.
Okay.
You get ult from the other side?
No.
No, that's just right with the number. You hit Kobold who's standing on it.
Alright.
And the whole head of your axe is through the door.
Can I pull it back out?
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Throw the I'm assuming the trapdoor was on the top and it flipped down. So
Only 7.
No, you don't seem to be able to pull it out. And somebody's tugging it on the other way.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Well, hold for a bit and then you've got a spike on the end of that, haven't you?
I do.
Give me a strength check.
12.
Okay, it's just been pulled through the door on you.
Okay.
Let it go.
It wasn't deliberate. I will
I just can't call you great shot.
pull out my tomahawk and start chopping at the door.
Okay. So that's effective.
When the access
No.
went through the door, did the trapdoor gain the broken condition?
It did.
So
Can-
probably just wrenched down the door now.
Can I
Give me a strength check.
I'm not very good at strength checks at the moment. 15.
Okay, you actually wrenched the door off the hinges.
Okay.
And now it's just got these bolts on the other side holding it to the top.
Did a kobold fall through when he pulled the door away?
No, the door's still there, it's just not on its hinges anymore. They put a bolt through the other side.
Yeah. But you see, like, I got the impression, like, I would have figured that if he managed to put the axe through the thing, he could probably pull on one half of the door. Like, effectively, one half would fall off and then
Or if I push it at an angle, will it take the bolt off? Will it?
You can you can pivot it a little bit.
Yeah, okay, I'll pivot.
Just the bolt goes right through the door to the other side, one side
Okay.
to the other.
If I grab the end of the door, can I push it or pull it in order to get the bolt out? Is it like is the bolt in a carrying thing, or is it locked into a hole?
It's not a latch, it's like someone has
Right.
did something through a couple of eyelets on the top of the door.
But only on one side. So
Right.
one of those eyelets is on the door, one on
Yeah,
the
the
side.
eyelet would
so you
probably
can just pull
give
the
at
door
some
away.
point.
It
Yeah.
would.
Okay, pull away.
You put your whole weight on it?
Sure. As long as I got leverage from my feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me another strength roll with advantage. Luckily, you had advantage.
6.
Apparently, these islets are extremely tough.
Stop messing about, Cum.
Can I give it another go?
You're strewing and straining, and you feel the disrespect coming from your slippers.
What is the bolt made of?
It's made out of some sort of brass.
Oh, okay. So I can't chop it with the axe.
And the bolt's made out of brass too.
Well, I'll keep working at it.
Give me another strength roll. As you feel the mockingness of your slippers echo through you.
12.
Apparently, the mockingness was well deserved. You feel it gives slightly, but not very much. Apparently, this is another one of those cases where the door has defeated you. Everyone else is just staring up looking at you.
Okay. I can live with that.
Not directly underneath you, because that would just be silly.
Well, we're off to the side waiting for the cobra to fall through. Initially, I'm guessing Kurt might have stepped off by now. Because it's taking so long to open the door.
That's right. Still working at it.
Is anyone else?
Would anyone else like some tea?
No.
I could offer David some tea, but he might just be a bit, hard to get.
If David had anything, it'd be cold brew.
Yeah.
You could send it to Sydney for me. Just put it on a Murray's bus.
Sure. Tomorrow,
Thanks.
after I drink it all.
We'll send you a picture by Murray's bus if you'd like. Here's the bus, here's the coffee.
Well,
We send virtual ones overseas all the time.
does he manage to pull the door out of the latch eventually?
With a lot of swearing and cursing, he eventually gets it off.
No worries.
It takes him about a whole minute to get the door off.
Okay. Sorry, team. I gotta go look for my axe now.
Right, so you're going straight through, or are you going to look first and tell us what's up there?
I can put on my goggles of night. I assume stealth isn't a big issue after I've chopped down this door.
It's like, no, I don't think anyone's going to hear you coming. It's like... You get up, you have a look. There's your axe sitting just on the other side of the hole with blood on it.
Okay.
No blood.
Right.
Okay. You put the axe through, there was something sitting on the door when you actually put it through.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's
Okay.
even little bone chunks on it.
Ugh. Pick up the axe and look around with my goggles of night.
Looking around, you see that on this area is a portal leading outside.
Like a magical portal or a door?
Well, aren't both of them magical for you?
A mundane portal.
A mundane portal.
Right next to you is a chimney. And another ladder going up which hasn't been disintegrated yet.
Okay, I'll tell these guys what I found.
You got the light on your coin still?
Yep.
We'll toss it up through the hole there and...
Yep, don't rely on me catching it.
Okay, no, okay, I'll toss it up through the hole to actually land into the, like on the floor in there.
So is the ladder something I can take
Yep.
and put down for these guys?
Yep. Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
the ladder, it's only 15 foot high, like the ceiling.
So I could just lower
How
a
tall are
rope?
you?
6'2".
So basically,
They can use you as
you
well.
can reach the floor almost.
Almost.
Well,
You can get to at least
certainly-
10 foot.
certainly you can probably go 10
All right,
foot
so I
high.
could stand on the roof, grab you, and pick you up,
That's right.
so that then you can grab the edge of the. Yeah.
And everyone can use you as a ladder.
Okay. I'm happy to lift people up like a crane.
So is there anything
I
left
mean,
in there?
I'm slightly more intelligent than a block and tackle.
With the light in there, there's nothing to be otherwise to be seen that you didn't see with your dark vision.
I got my axe back. Beyond that, I rely on other people to
Is
look
there
at
a trail
things.
of blood leading away anywhere from the
There may well be. Do you want me to get you up, or do you want me to do my survival check?
okay. Lift me up and I'll...
I can follow tracks. I have been known to. Spirit of the tiger and all that.
And Brett Marsh was just sort of sitting there watching everything happen. Definitely watching in interest as someone's going...
Hey,
It's very hard to do things upside down.
he's doing it upside down, which is quite impressive.
Well, that's why he's looking and watching.
Interesting experience.
And when he finally rips it off, he claps.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Um,
I'm sure my loincloth flapping upside down is a benefit too.
I'm gonna take some rations out and go and give it to the Rat Master.
He thanks you. He says, hey, you his new master.
No, he's the master. He's the master of rats.
Yes, but Master of Rats serves people.
Does
He's
Rat
serving you.
Does Rat Master speak Dwarven?
He is speaking Dwarven.
There you go.
He's speaking Dwarven.
He understands you.
Okay, I understand it's fine. Yeah, so okay.
Okay,
Give
bring
me a
your all
boost
up.
Give me a boost up, and I will take a look. Can I see where if there's a trail of blood leading away from where his axe was?
Give me a perception.
Sorry. 19.
I'm not very good at perception,
Okay.
but I'm okay at stealth. Very poor at perception.
Okay, so you see it lead to the portal going outside.
Okay. I will.
Sort of sounds like a typewriter in the background.
Okay, yes.
Sorry, that's me.
We know. Okay. Dimitri will go and have a look at the portal there just to confirm what's visible on the other side, while others are being pulled up or chatting to rats.
Pretty much, I think.
I was just giving him some food.
That's right, I'm happy with that.
He's quite happy. He eats rather messily.
That's okay.
Just telling the Proteus.
I've seen worse.
So when you asked about the master and you sound a bit disconcerted just to go through, just telling the Proteus is still his master.
Yeah, Proteus is his master.
And you get, oh great Proteus with the trident.
That's him. That's the one.
He will follow Proteus everywhere.
And so he should.
So, Playman, apparently the rat master calls you Proteus.
Bring things after you convert them.
But okay, because all that conversation was in Dwarven until the Rat Master comes to you.
Yeah, he comes.
As Almighty Proteus.
He goes, oh mighty Proteus, I shall serve you until the day I die.
Which you probably then immediately interpret and say, well, that's good, the conversion's taken. You don't necessarily think of yourself as Proteus. In the same way as you might say towards the bishop of the church or something.
Yeah, maybe I'll get 2 points if I convert then kill.
Well, you do know you're not allowed to kill anyone who is a member of Proteus' church. So if you converted them, you're not allowed to kill them.
Directly kill them.
That is true.
So can I see anything out there? So this portal is actually basically open, or is it actually a door that's been opened, or?
It is a shimmering portal that looks right out.
Oh, okay, so it is a magical portal.
It is.
And can I see, does it have
You
anything
can see
visible
a wall of thorns on the other side, which looks like it's got enough room to squeeze through.
at least for a kobold?
Definitely, it's got plenty of room for a kobold. Maybe a halfling or a gnome could squeeze through. Dwarf would struggle.
Okay. I will just monitor that then while. So are you guys coming up?
I assume we're using the ladder.
You using the ladder, wishing the loincloth went
The
the other
living
way.
ladder.
The loincloth
The
ladder.
living ladder.
Yep, I guess we'll climb up the loincloth
Are
ladder.
your followers coming with us as well? Are you giving them permission to go upstairs?
The loincloth ladder suddenly broke just as I was climbing up. Oh, that's a shame.
What does Master wish of us, says the Rat Master.
Because I'm sure that some would love to have a swarm of rats just run up all the time to...
I really need an AoE ability. Like, I need you guys, even if you burn me, if I'm raging and you do a fireball on me, I think I could handle it if the rats weren't touching me. Just, if you need to, just let me know in advance. I'll rage in bear form and burn everything.
So you say you are volunteering in the living ladder for the rats to run up past you. It's good to hear.
Okay, so you start feeling hundreds and hundreds of little feet. As the Rat Master passes them up one by one up you.
Creepy. Do they bite me or do they just crawl up me?
You just feel their clinging claws going up you.
Grabbing onto your hair because there's not much else to grab on the way up. Look, when the giant rat goes through, there might be a problem.
There are a couple of giant rats going through.
All
Rats is
right.
always as heavy as you.
I think I have to tough it out. The show must go on.
So there's you count at least 100 different rats going around you before the Rat Master climbs up.
Okay, Ratmaster. Okay. Did we really need to bring them all?
Oh, sorry. He goes down and gets a few more.
Okay.
He says you're right. We should get them all. And you get another 5 more climb up smaller ones.
All right.
He brings the babies too.
Okay.
Don't lose them.
No, I've killed baby rats in real life. So. I fed them to mosquitoes.
Once there's a couple more in the room, Dimitri will then take it. He'll actually look for at the ladder and the chimney just to make certain there's no people coming that way or through that passageway. So I'll point out the fact that the portal there. It appears that they've escaped that way.
I mean, you keep your pet rats clean, don't you, Ratmaster?
No, they clean themselves.
I was going to say, you look at your rat master, you describe the rat master's
Filthy.
cheeky grin.
No, seriousness, rats are actually quite a clean animal. Just don't, just get bad rat.
Okay.
I don't mind rats.
Especially rats that follow progress.
Fireballs you have to worry about.
They fast regularly.
So,
Yeah, I'm much more concerned about the personal hygiene of a kobold than a rat.
Yeah, the rats probably wash themselves more than you do.
Bubonic plague did nothing wrong.
Okay.
you actually do now smell of rat.
Is this an upgrade?
Yeah, it is an improvement.
Yeah.
Imagine
Smells
over
so
100
good.
little tiny brushes going up here.
You're kidding!
I wouldn't take him out while they're going.
He gets his teeth brushed too for the first time.
Anything up the...
And it's no wonder one of my other characters got a phobia with rats. Just ask Stefan about Friday.
Yeah.
Anything up the chimney?
There is now. There are a couple of rats, milling about, looking up with you.
In around the chimney type stuff, or they're looking there, look
With
up.
this many probably wrong yes at this point.
Natural 20 on the search.
Okay, looking up the chimney. Partway up the chimney, you see something metallic glinting in the stonework.
How big?
Probably about the size of your thumb sticking out of the stone.
Okay.
Another one of those coins.
Friend, do you reckon some of your little friends could go up and grab that shiny thing just there?
Oh, shiny! He just starts crawling up the chimney.
He does? Yeah. Okay. It's alright, he'll come down and clean himself.
You got friends to do that for him. Master has his servants.
Yep, okay. I will give him a moment to that and then come back down. So, is there any trouble pulling out whatever it is?
Well, he hears something grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding.
All good up there?
They're making flour.
Haven't pulled it out yet. Still working on it. And then grinding. And
How big are we talking?
Well, it hasn't come out yet. I've just been pulling and pulling.
Just stop and come down again.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I see anything else around the room or anything like that
Well,
that might have been...
Do you look up the
So,
chimney?
when he comes through, back up the chimney.
Looking up the chimney only looks to be about 3 feet wide, but in that 3 feet, it looks like there's at least a 5-foot bar of gold sticking out of the wall, not touching the other end at all. Doesn't seem anywhere near the other side of the thing, but it's sticking straight out.
And does it look like he has managed to pull out, like it was the end of the bar that was poking and he just kept pulling and pulling and
Yep.
pulling.
Looks like he's pulled it out about 5 feet into a 3-foot space and it hasn't got anywhere near the other side of the wall yet. Your brain sort of...
And so it looks 5 feet long in a 3-foot space.
Yeah. Give me a wisdom saving throw as you're dealing with this.
17.
Yeah, magic. You hate magic sometimes. Especially when it's not your magic.
No. There's nothing I like more than a good mystery. So,
Or cuts.
Thanks. Okay.
It looks like a golden staff.
Yep. The talking to Mr. Ratmaster friend, who I guess he's probably also still looking at the cube, so trying to see what I'm looking at up there in big pieces. You see what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
What are you seeing?
So long as it's the gold coin that was there looking a lot longer.
It was no coin. It's this knob. I just kept pulling.
Yeah.
I'm pulling, and
What is it?
and the wall just kept getting further and further away, but it wasn't coming out.
So,
Dimitri, what is it?
well, it appears there's something odd up there. And you see, so the passage, the chimney's about 3 feet wide.
Doesn't seem to have changed in shape, but it does look like it's about 5 feet out from the wall, and the chimney's only 3 feet wide.
Has how dirty has Mr. Ratford come back down again?
Not dirty at all. Doesn't look like the chimney's been used in a long time.
Okay, cool.
But doesn't look like it might have been used ever.
That's right. Well, in that case then, I say, well, can you just give me a bit of a boost up there, and I'll see if I can pull it downwards as we're coming through, and we'll go that way.
Sure.
First of all, can I actually touch it?
Yep, you can touch it.
Okay, cool. So we're not talking artifact then. So, I will see if I can give it a tug, deliberately aiming to pull downward
It
somewhat.
doesn't wiggle down, but you can pull it further out.
Okay. Wiggling myself in the chimney type stuff. I'll start. Is it hard to pull?
No.
I will start just going.
Everyone else is just grinding of stone. Is he slowly pulling it out?
Okay, so he's still fairly slow to pull out. It's not
It's
actually
quite well
difficult.
wedged in there.
So, and yep. So I'll try and go for another few feet at the moment.
And you pull it free. It's like about 6 foot long, and it's basically.
I was hoping it could be the perfect 10-foot pole. You can use in a 3-foot space.
It's parallel to the room. It's not touching either of the edges. Yeah, you can tell it's easily 6 feet across, and you know you can feel the 3-foot squeeze of the area you're in.
Okay. For my own peace of mind, I'll aim to put it vertical.
Yep.
So and then shimmy back down the chimney.
Okay.
Assuming looking further up, there's still nothing. Like there's nothing further up the chimney. It opens to the open
Looking
sky.
up, it seems to go to this shimmering sort of. The closer you get to it, the more it seems to shimmer.
A bit like the portal down to led to the Crown of Thorn, the Wall of Thorns.
But the further you are away from it, the duller it gets. So looking from the bottom, it doesn't shimmer at all.
Okay. How far up does it seem to be that the shimmering occurs?
About halfway up.
Which is how many feet?
About 30 feet.
Okay. I might, I'll pull the staff so it makes me feel better by being vertically in the passage rather than horizontally in the passage.
Yep.
And I'll aim to shimmer myself up a bit further, so a closer look at this portal.
Okay.
And I'll stop about 5 feet away from it.
Okay. Looking through the portal, you can see what appears to be an endless sky.
As in like a huge plateau type scenario? Like
As in, you can't see any trees, mountains, can't even see part of the tower. It's just, looking through it, it just seems sky, clouds.
well, I say if this was the top of the tower.
You don't remember a chimney being on the top of the tower from what you saw?
No.
Also, there is a ladder going up still.
No, the ladder was a different one. There was in this room there was a ladder going into it,
And
there was another ladder going out, and then there was the chimney, and there was also the portal.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It can't be at the top of the tower because there's a ladder
no,
going up.
Well, but the chimney's obviously gone past that type stuff. So
And you actually looked around, and there was no chimney on the outside.
no, but the top of the tower, was it level or above tree lines and stuff like that, or
It was
still,
above.
It was still hidden somewhat.
It was partly hidden by the tree line, as in there were trees all around it, and
Yep.
it was a peaked roof, which you seem to be on the edge of the tower, so you should be able to see the peak.
Yes.
And you saw no chimney poking out of it anymore.
No.
Yet you see no sign of anything except clouds on looking out the
The
tower.
wall of thorns that was on the other portal did that appear to have ground? Like the level of the tower that we're in was level with ground outside? So it was just
above the level of the ground.
But it was, so it was, all I could see was thorns with a bit of a hole in the thorns where you could squeeze through, or kobolds can go through easily. Right? I'll go back down again so we can have I'll talk about, yep. There appears to be a...
So you see Dimitri squeeze out of a 3 foot by 3 foot fireplace with a 6 foot staff.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that
That's
a weapon?
a glowing golden staff.
It's glowing.
Nice.
Can I have that?
Well, let's just have a look at it first and work out what it is.
Do you guys have the
can
identify
replace
spell?
I can replace my quarterstaff with it.
It could be cursed.
Ham might not like it.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
I think
Although if you've grabbed it, then it's not an artifact.
probably not an artifact. Or at least not but it might be an artifact that's not as powerful or far more
there's
powerful
no
than one or
room
the
for
other.
caution in a life lived to the fullest.
But there are 3 wizards and 1 quarterstaff. You've got it. I mean, I've got a quarterstaff as well.
Right, this is why you can always break it in 3 and each take one.
Actually, no wizards.
I'm pretty sure there's 3 wizards in the party.
Are you able to figure out what this thing is?
Well, I think except if we
Don't
took,
sorcerer.
You can use detect magic on it if you really want.
if we took a bit of time, I'm sure we can work out what it is.
To go identify.
It's odd, first of all, the fact that I was able to pull it out of the chimney sideways.
Well, that's not so odd if it's magic.
But it does indicate aspects of its power. Because it certainly appeared to be 6 foot long in a 3 foot wide passage.
Yeah, but that could suggest that the chimney is magical.
Considering the portal at the top of the chimney, that is potentially feasible.
There's a portal at the top of the chimney?
I was talking about that.
No, we were talking about the staff!
If people will interrupt me, I get that all the time. Everyone tries to interrupt me while I'm explaining what's going on.
And Redman seems to be sitting there paying attention to every word you say.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the portal?
Well, there appears to be a portal at the top of the chimney, a bit like the portal just there. However, the portal at the top of the chimney leads to a location that would appear to be much higher than the top of the tower.
Right.
I.e. above the level of the trees, the mountains, or to a very different location.
Maybe Bradshaw's there. I mean,
Well-
if you theorise that both of these 2 portals, because they're magical, could potentially be to the same area,
I would be...
it may not even be a space that is...
I personally would not think that, while it's certainly possible that he's there, I would not think that he is there any more likely than anywhere else.
Well, except for the fact that he disappeared, he teleported, whatever, from inside of this magical tower that has magical portals.
Yes. Except, of course, Whelm suggested that the reason he disappeared is because he died. Or mostly died.
Well, he did stab himself in the back of the head.
Which would, for most people, mostly kill them. At least. What about if we have a look up the ladder? And I presume we get. I would suspect we're getting towards the top of the tower, even if we're not towards the top of the chimney.
Is the aim to get to the top?
Always.
The aim is to find out what it is about this location that's causing people to disappear.
I'd say it's something to do with magical portals, Miss L.
That has a chance.
Just throwing that out there.
But if we explore to the top of the tower first...
Or maybe everyone is stabbing themselves in the back of the head.
But that was a fungal infection, wasn't it?
That may be part of that, yes.
I don't know. There was a very real dagger involved.
But I mean, like, it made him go insane. Isn't that what we're... I mean,
You
I
hear
guess.
Whelm
I'm a barbarian and a very little brain, but I thought that's what happened last session.
Well, that seems to be the
It
case.
is a possibility, although I feel there was more to it.
Okay.
Little Miss hears a voice in the back of her head from the hammer going, it would be a bit hard to tell if he's insane.
Why?
He kept hearing voices in his head.
Yes. No sane person would ever hear voices in their head.
Except ones that are apparently dealing with hammers that they don't want around.
If they are.
They're not necessarily saying that.
Yeah,
So am I really talking to you, or are you just imagining I'm talking to you?
that's right. In Dwarven.
Yep.
Well,
Does anyone else speak Dwarven in order for you to test whether you understand Dwarven?
I'm going to keep doing Dwarven at the time.
Okay, well then that's a sign that if you didn't know Dwarven beforehand, there is definitely something magical going on.
Plus, I know it's
So
magic.
don't let the magical Dwarven hammer play mind games on you.
Leave that
Pretty
thing
much.
Make glowing halos.
Because we all know dwarves have lost their spirits and are almost like undead. That's why they live underground.
I'm going to, well, if this staff was quite happy to fit into a 3-foot chimney, and in fact possibly into a lot less than a 3-foot chimney, yeah. Will it fit into my pouch?
Well, it seems to just easily fit into your pouch.
Yes. So,
You look into your pouch, there's a 6-foot staff in your pouch.
okay, so I'm just going to place it in the pouch for the time being, and go up to the ladder,
Yep.
listen at the trap door, and see if there's anything on the other side. If there's anything on the other side. We'll look at the stuff
Magic's
later.
trippy.
But eager to carry.
It still weighs the same.
It's not as easy to carry as you think. It's really hard to get rid of.
Well, no, exactly. Your hammer's nice and light, isn't it? So it's easy to carry. 13 on perception.
Okay. You can hear a lot of conversation in Draconic.
Yep, I speak Draconic. Or I hear Draconic.
You do hear Draconic, and they are talking about whether or not they should just burn the tower down.
And how many different voices are we talking about?
You were hearing about 20 odd different voices.
I will pass down that, yes, it would appear that there is more kobolds still above us, probably of the order of a couple dozen.
Ratmaster?
Yeah. Yes, Master?
No, I'm not Master. Baruki's is your Master.
But you're Master too.
Friend.
You're Hammer Master.
I think that should be hammer mastered.
Is there a difference?
She's mastered by
Did
hammer.
the kobolds ever tell you why you weren't allowed up here?
No, he said I wasn't worthy. I didn't have scales.
Are we going,
You didn't have scales.
before they burst in on down on us and burn the tower down, are we going up through?
Did you guys
Yeah?
hear that?
No, you were speaking Dwarven.
No, not
Except
the,
you
not
still
the,
can't understand.
not so well, yeah. So she was
Exactly.
the back must have been more than 2 dozen, yes.
I was like,
And I was too busy paying attention to the,
So
the 20 kobolds about to burn
Ratmaster
burn the
said
tower
that-
down.
Ratmaster said he's not allowed up here because he was told he wasn't worthy because he hasn't got scales.
That's fair enough, or understandable. But what I'm more concerned about at the moment is kobolds can talk about burning them in the tower.
How do you know it's kobolds?
Well,
They don't have scales either,
No, kobolds have scales.
do they?
Yeah, and they're speaking Draconic. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
that's true.
kobolds.
So we're guessing kobolds.
And I'll probably recognise kobold voice too. Trust me, it's kobold. Of course, based on looking at this, looking at the chamber below and this chamber, I'm more happier to go the fireball option straight up this time.
Okay.
So, do we want to actually hit them quickly before they start burning things down? We want to burn it first. And do we want to do it now, this evening, or we are holding there before they burn it down and we jump up?
Let's go in. We've got time.
Okay.
So you,
Exactly the same sort of plan as before then?
Happy to do it.
you're just gonna pop the door open, fire a fireball, hit whatever it hits, and have it go off.
So I will then climb back up the ladder, test the the trapdoor gently.
It's only about 30 feet across in this area.
I think a fireball, 20 foot diameter, 20 foot radius or 20 foot diameter.
Something like that.
But it does look to be about 40 feet up through the trapdoor to the ceiling. You could go up and then fire it at his feet. What could go wrong? It's not like it won't burn through the floor and the ladder. And
Hang
Fireball.
on, can't he do it upwards?
It's a 20 foot radius. Yep.
And how big is the room?
Well,
That
assuming
you're firing it into?
assuming it's the same room, the same size as this one,
Mm.
and the one below it, it's a 30
15
foot diameter
foot.
room.
15 foot height.
it is a this one above you is a 40-foot height roof.
Yep.
And it seems to be only about a 30-foot diameter because
So
it's
that-
been
that-
getting thinner.
Okay, so it has been getting thick, so yeah. So
About halfway up it gets thinner,
yeah,
and then it
right.
goes back out again.
Okay, well, I mean, it's more the idea. We don't actually know what that room looks like, but based on this room and the room below, how big are these two rooms?
The bottom room was about 40 foot in diameter. The
Okay.
next level up was about
So one room right now.
about 35 foot in diameter. Next one
Is
up
that
is,
including height?
height
It
was
15
about
foot last one.
the second level was about 5 foot in height, 10 foot in height, and then the next one up is 40 feet. So the height.
Yeah, but we don't know what the next one up
No,
looks
no,
like.
you don't.
He was at the door, and I'm assuming he can see through bits of
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
Right, okay.
But
Not all trapdoors are complete seals.
So I do figure that it is likely there's enough room in there to cast it without necessarily getting much back bystander to us. Although admittedly I'm also a bit, say, in the same way as the last time, the only concern with the fireball on this one is that if this is their main chamber,
All the
We might-
treasures probably.
we might burn up other bits and pieces that they've collected.
Yeah.
So
How many are in
maybe I could
that?
go with Sticky Cloud again.
How many are in that?
It worked.
There's about probably a couple of dozen.
Right.
Do you have an AoE spell?
I don't think I do.
What about the other wizard?
Like you got levels 4 spells.
And the wizard answered.
Ching. Sorry, I've been researching today whether I should multi-class into Bard,
Some people have got level 4 spells.
but I would never be
The
able to
sa-
catch
the-
up with your
The
spells.
Sage doesn't have level 4 spells.
No.
You multi-class into Bard, you are still not allowed to sing Toss a Coin to Your Witcher.
It is a good fun song. I liked watching that. Witcher was good.
And you have to wait another 2 years to see the next one. Next season.
That's alright, I'll probably watch it again in a few
Do
months.
kobolds have any particular advantage or resistance against fire?
Depends on if they're servants of the Red Dragon.
Yeah, they, like I said, it's just sort of I was thinking, yes, they probably can, but it's not the automatic thing they all get it. Right? No. So does anyone else have air effect
I
spells?
do not.
I do, but it's not on the sheet. It's not, I must have left it at home.
Should have warned me there was kobold in the area. I would have remember my sleep instead of something else.
Yeah, quite a few asleep.
Because Tashi City is life to any single creature.
Here it is. Yep, it's Ice
Yep.
Storm.
That'd be effective.
It's got a range of 300 feet. It's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range. So I could technically center the point at the bottom of the bit they're in, and then 20 feet wide and 40 feet.
Well, okay, basically if I climb up the ladder push the trapdoor or swing the trapdoor down, whichever way it goes.
You just cast
You
it
could be
at
standing
all.
underneath it and cast it at the top, and I could basically stand to the side and not be part of the rain, the falling rain.
The trapdoor is on one end of it, so you would basically have to look over the top. You can cast in the center of the room. It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay, so yeah, because obviously it's on the side of the
center
wall.
point is 20 feet either
Which means
side.
you could do the
Wait.
entire floor.
If you target the centre of the room, but
Yes.
if the trapdoor is not in the centre of the room, you
And
can
it's a
target
40
one
foot
edge.
high cylinder.
Well, if you 60 set out and then cast,
That's right.
because you don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So
You actually have to have Mage Slayer to hit a mage while they're casting in within.
Yep.
Which is a huge improvement.
well, makes it much easier.
Yep.
So, okay, well we'll go with that option then.
Alright.
Well, spell casting is far more.
And
Okay, so is that what you want to do?
so do you want to go?
Yeah.
Can we effectively get 2 people standing on the ladder underneath the trapdoor?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sounds
I'll open the trapdoor. You can then cast.
And you
poke
poke
your
it
head
up and give me a perception roll.
Poke your head up and go through.
Are we doing stealth?
Well, we'll certainly aim to quietly get up the trapdoor.
I'll go
By
stealth.
the time you're trying to go up the ladder,
No,
probably
no
not
goggles
too
at
stealthy.
night.
16.
No, not goggles
Yeah.
at night. No. In fact,
Okay,
what light
so
down here you can take in.
Alright, we're outside now. Yeah.
looking around here, you
Not
see
windows, but
a kobold sorcerer. By the looks of the robes the person's got, quite a few female kobolds, each with a backpack and covered in jewellery and with daggers. A bunch of smaller kobolds carrying, well, half-sized kobolds carrying food and provisions, and it basically looks to be the entire. Most of them are trying to start climbing up a rope in the center of the tower.
They're climbing up a rope in the centre of the tower.
basically,
You can see a line of them going up, or
the families are trying to escape, but they're trying to escape with all the treasure.
Right, that's
Tell them,
fine.
tell them to leave the treasure and they can run.
Well, if we basically centre it on a particular point, we might be able to get as many as possible.
Well, you can fill the room with your ice storm,
so. Would you like to ice storm them?
but it's whether or not you want to kill all the
Do we
families.
want to kill every...
Well, you've just told him to go up and do this. So
Okay.
it's now your choice, no matter
My
what anyone
character
else
doesn't
says.
care for kobolds.
Okay. How much damage does the spell do?
I hate rats more than kobolds.
A dexterity saving throw.
Well, the difference is how much damage does the spell do? The saving throw may be moved.
Well,
She makes at least a 48 or
on a
something, isn't it?
failed save, it's 46 cold damage. Otherwise, it's 2d8 bludgeoning. Oh, wait, hang on.
Alright.
2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Right,
Okay,
gotcha.
So roll the
Yeah.
damage.
So 2d8 plus 46.
And if the amount of damage on a successful save is enough to kill them, you basically wipe them all out.
It's a 46. That's 5d6, isn't it?
Ice, ice. And we get all the loot.
So that's...
So, is there a difference between cold and bludgeoning to them?
That's 16.
They're not vulnerable to
In
cold.
D6.
This is 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so 16...
21.
21.
So 10 points if they pass, 21 if they fail.
Okay, so you just see this ice storm run through, killing everything. Women, children, adults alike.
That was effective.
Ice, ice,
Well-
baby.
And you wiped out the last of their tribe.
You don't need that now.
Can't do it often? No.
Ice, ice, baby.
Okay. So then, he did that. Do you finish? Do you move up in there? Or
I'm
no?
not-
Because it's
I'm leaving.
concentration, is it? Because how long is it? It's instantaneous.
Instantaneous.
So yeah. So you cast your spell. What are you doing?
And
after
there's also
casting
the
spell?
sound of shattering glass
It
as well.
turns the storm's area of effect of difficult terrain to the end of my next turn, so I guess we can just wait till it passes.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's slippery.
So you're not going up there. So it's slippery at that point, or?
Hailstones turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain into the end of next turn.
Okay.
So,
But you
yeah.
could move up if you know if they've killed everything. You could still move in if you wanted to, or you don't want to move in yet.
No,
No?
I'll let you guys do that.
Okay, well, the plan was that, yep, he was casting that. Then, yep, I'll act. I was ready to cast Thinking Cloud on what might be left. Poke my head up through. Take a look.
You can see a lot of dead kobolds. And,
And not all of them warrior type kobolds.
none of them
I will
are
say,
kobolds.
I'm not certain entirely it was necessary. But I would
Good to say that now.
And I will carefully, being difficult terrain, take a look around and see what's there.
Okay, you can basically see the bodies of lots of different kobolds lying around. A rope going up into levels above you has been the only way out. There is also oil all over the ground as well from shattered vials of all these things mixing.
Oil freeze?
Well, it will eventually freeze if it was cold enough, but
Yeah, no,
in this sort of effective way.
Just a random contest.
But the comforting thing about that is, okay, well, at least most of the broken bottles were probably oil, not potions and things like that might have been interesting.
Well, there is shimmering in it as
Oh, absolutely. You'd expect shimmering on top of the watery, slippery stuff because it was oil. So,
well, you believe some of them were
potions. Absolutely, I understand that.
And potions don't take much to break.
No, not at all.
And they don't get a saving throw, so that would have been the whole...
Well, assuming that if the possessor failed, then they're likely to fail. So, yep. Okay.
So I think we lost to David. Yep, we lost to David. It's okay, it's getting close to the end of the night anyway.
I think we're not going much further on this. So,
That was a quick fight.
I will.
Some of them are.
So where did the rope led up to another trapdoor or something to the top?
No, it leads up into an open area.
So I will take a look up the trapdoor and just make certain that there's no kobolds looking down with.
It does
bows,
look,
etc.
looks like a loft. So it goes up into an open area and an aviary above. So it's not a trapdoor. It's just a big opening in the floor above.
Okay, it was just a space that I was sending the families to do while they did the last stand of burning the tower. Their families at the top of the tower.
Yeah, I know, right? Logic.
Desperation, I believe, is the word involved.
Desperation is normally the thing.
But yeah, so I'll take a look and make sure that none of the kobolds actually got up there first.
No, none of them did.
And then, yep, I guess we shall take time here to search this place, search this area. Possibly use this as a rest point if it's needed.
I mean, I've used 2 of my rages out of 4. It's up to you whether we.
And so we can finish up with you in the tower, and we'll determine whether you rest next session.
Okay.
No worries.
And that gets you a nice spot where you have managed to actually successfully kill things that were threatening you, sort of.
And eliminate other things that were threatening us by making them friends.
Well, it sounds like this group either half-ass kills or just doesn't leave anything left over.
It happens.
Well, it was sort of in the. If Dimitri had had the opportunity, Pokey set up, you might have given the chance to say, you can run as long as you leave all of your treasure behind. But I'm not unhappy though,
So
right?
glad I didn't use like Firestorm, everything would have melted.
Well, that's why I said I could use fireballs for some of that sort of stuff, but but considering all the oil in there, that might have been a bad thing.
Yeah, well, they were talking about burning it down. They had to have an accelerant of some kind.
Okay, so